Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Actually, I won't be. I'll be your friendly Star Master this evening, because tonight we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Paizo Publishing's science fantasy RPG Starfinder. And we're playing through, I should say, the Attack of the Swarm adventure path, or at least the first module of it. We'll see if the characters survive the encounters that they've been, the evacuation, I should say, from Suskalon. And with me tonight are the stars of the Attack of the Swarm campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing? First up, we've got Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Radagarius Bone Voss. He is a Vesk athlete who plays Smash Ball, and he is a nanocyte.
Very nice. And what's a nanocyte for those who may not be familiar?
It's a sort of a super soldier who is infused with nanorobots and can use them in sort of three main different ways.
Nice. All right. Then next up, we've got our resident armor smith, Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave, and I'm playing Nikaralos, also known as Knickknacks. She is a Lashuntas spacefarer mechanic, and moving more towards a sniper, apparently.
Nice. And last but certainly not least is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John, and I'm playing Dr. Zilmetric DDM. He is he's a Sheeran biohacker that is specialized in cyber medicine, and he is the medic.
Nice. Now, before we get going, at the time of recording, it is March 4th, 2022. We're just over a week into the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, and I just want to say that for what it's worth, that our thoughts and our best hopes are with people of the Ukraine, not the Ukraine, people of Ukraine. I only recently learned that the Ukraine is something they don't prefer, because it has takes away the reference to the nation and refers to it only as a region. So people of Ukraine, we are sending our best thoughts and best hopes to you, and for those who in Russia who are opposing the war as well. It's no small thing to be opposing this kind of thing in a regime that passes legislation that press gangs you into the military if you protest. So our thoughts are with the brave folks who are protesting this war as well. But I'm sure you came here not for our political sentiments. You came here to take your mind off of such things for the folks who are joining us from Ukraine. So let's get to the mayhem on Suskalon. So guys, what happened? It's been 2 weeks since we played this one last. What happened last time? I'll see if I can assist with some visual aids.
Oh, didn't we have to fight a giant tank thing?
Yes.
Right.
I think the session started with some other bugs at the front door of the temple.
Yes. So our heroes last session opened with them at the, here we go, guys, boom, Temple of Hylax. And what were you guys doing at the Temple of Hylax? A last minute prayer before you abandon the planet, or
Trying to sneak in and look for a high priest.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
We mostly got through undetected, and then we made some noise, and then the bugs rushed us. Yeah,
and that was let's see here, where, oh yeah, these guys here.
Like bugs, yes.
Yeah.
Those guys.
So after facing those things and fighting them off, what do you guys remember happening next?
We located a piece of treasure that was a boon that we gave to Knickknacks. Lets him reroll something once per day, like a Blessings of Hylax.
Yep.
Then we found the room where the priest was located in. Paranoid about traps, but went in anyway. And we found him meditating and praying to Hylax. Apparently he had discovered a way to keep the bugs away by messing with them psychically. But he stopped, and then the next thing we knew, the swarm tank charged us. Me specifically, but who's counting?
Yeah.
Then Zometric proceeded to thrash and flail around while he's getting beaten down, while the others took on the bugs.
Yeah, and the swarm tank, do you remember? It was sort of like a...
Carrier, yeah.
Was a carrier.
Those things, I hate those things.
Yeah. All right. So then, guys, I see you're... Oh, you know what? No, it should be updated. Did we have a rest at the end of that last... must have, because your fatigue or your resolve points are down. So
We did, yes.
Okay. What do you remember?
The tank exploded.
Yes, it did, and nearly took out Briz.
Yep. Then Zil got a big splash too, but
Yeah, Zil nearly died, right?
twice.
Yeah, holy smokes. Anything else you guys remember from last session?
There was supposedly this artifact. The temple was built here around to house or hide, and that maybe the bugs are after that. But we have no clue where it is or how to get it. And the priest didn't want to leave the temple until it became apparently obvious that we couldn't hold the temple.
Yeah. So, you guys also saw some minor upgrades in your gear from last session, I believe, thanks to the ill fortune of the squad that was first sent to retrieve Zelanan is the name of the priest. By the way, I'll change his thing here. So Zelanan. There we go. All right, guys. So then, with Zelanan in tow, and with the most recent wave of swarm having been defeated, you guys had a chance to catch your breath. Zelanan made use of his mystic gifts to restore Zil up to, or Dr. Zil up to the twee. Hold on here. There we go. Doctor, you didn't go to 3 sessions of medical school in order to, be called Mr. Zil.
Exactly.
So what are you guys doing next then? I can bring you to let me just grab everyone's token here. Boom.
I believe our last sentiments were GTFO. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
That sounds about right to me.
All right. So then, with Zelanan in the back of the, I guess this is nearing, it was only an hour, so it's still going to be quite a bit of day ahead of you. What's your plan for today then? Are you guys, this is likely around, it's probably a little after noon by the time that you guys made your way up the mountain. You made that cautious approach, you reconnoitered the place, you faced the first wave of bugs, you spoke to Zelanan, faced the second wave, recovered from that. So what are you thinking, guys? The distance, I believe, is something you could easily traverse in a day, but it was not an uneventful trip on the way up here. What are you thinking?
It's true.
Well, Knickknacks is like, we should also, I know we had taken armor and weapons and stuff like that. Did we put the bodies in the truck?
Yes.
Okay, we did.
Yeah.
Then we have no reason to stick around here. We could just get in the truck and go, make as much ground as we can.
Yeah, well, especially if the bugs have already made it over here, pretty much come around the back end of where we thought they were going to be. Sticking around may not be the best option.
It's the fourth quarter, and we don't have any timeouts left. Let's go.
All right. So then, with that, you guys pack up and start making your way down the hill. Now, Bone, I'm assuming you're driving once again?
Yes.
Yeah, and Nick Dax, are you on the roof in your zip tape sniper's perch?
Yep.
Nice.
And they'll be in the back talking the priest's ear off.
Okay. So then, let's have Bone. Why don't you give us a piloting check? Let's have some dice roll. And you guys have 3 points of Astonishing Fortune for the session.
Is it getting dark, Kev?
Is it getting dark?
Or is that something to come?
Is what something to come?
Is it getting dark outside on the trip?
Oh, it will eventually. Yes, it's only you guys are leaving, like maybe close to 1:45 or 1 o'clock. So it's not too bad. All right. Oh, so it's a 10.
Wow. Thanks, Roll20.
How did that go? That's a 4. Do you wish to spend a point of Astonishing Fortune for that?
Yeah, we don't need a flat this early.
No, that's not a good way to start the adventure.
No.
All right, okay. I mean, sure, I'll re-roll it, but here we go. Oh, there you go.
5. Holy
Faith in
smokes!
yourself.
All right, so yeah, you head out as a reminder too, to just get us back into the where the planet. The Temple of Hylax is built up in these mountains called the Doom of Player Character Mountains. That's weird. No. The Clutchstone Ridge in the Jirdos, the Jirdos Mountains. So I'll put that in here. Clutchstone Ridge and Jirdos Mountains. Alrighty. So with the dead winter here as well, you got thick and difficult snow to drive through, but Bone, you really feel like you've got the handle of this vehicle now. So the trip down, it's still a very, I think, Knickknacks, with you sitting on the outside, you feel very exposed. Like there's nothing, everything else is white apart from, your vehicle rolling down and taking these switchback, kind of highways leading down this mountainside. The travel is it's a little more than an hour to get yourself back down into, I think it's Linmari is the name of the town you were in. And at this point, Linmari is a ghost town.
That was the corporate town?
That's the corporate town. Yeah, it was Linmari. That was the one. And everything, it's as you guys left it, no lights are on. The sky is overcast. And fortunately, no other signs of any further swarm. You've been traveling for, about 2 hours when you're to the point where you're thinking like, all right, this is, maybe this is going to be an uneventful, voyage or uneventful trip. You're still having to wind your way through broken down vehicles and whatnot, Bone, but you at least know what to expect this time. So you're going down and, excuse me, can I have... Knickknacks, would you mind giving us a perception check, please?
How come I can't find anything?
I don't know. Friday. It's been a long-ass week.
No, I was thinking about the PF2 sheets we used on Wednesday and the perceptions on the right-hand side on the screen down. I'm like, this is one of the skills.
Perception, okay, 13, all right. So then, you're sitting on top, and you guys are passing by the highway is running alongside this big river right here that sort of goes underground. So you can see there's to your left, off to the east, Knickknacks, there's a wide stretch of frozen river, or not quite frozen, and you can almost visualize underneath those cold waters, swarms, creatures, more vexers digging their way through the earth underneath the riverbed. to make their way towards you. And maybe that's the reason why you are distracted. Whoops. When the DM spells his coffee. No. Let's see here. Oh.
That's a bad sign.
Okay.
Forget me not rolling high. The DM is spilling his coffee. That's bad for me.
Nice. All right, here we go. Let's see here. What's your EAC?
That I know where it is. Damn it. It is 12.
12, okay. All right. So there is a flash, and you are grazed by a laser blast and take 4 points of damage off your stamina. Okay.
Taking fire up here. Taking fire. From whatever direction.
It's coming from the west.
And we're heading south
Yep.
at 3 o'clock.
And you can see there. Oh, I need another.
About how far down the road are we, Kev?
You guys are around right here.
Okay. Oh, just past the river. Okay.
Yeah. And would you mind giving us a pouting check, please?
Okay. Oh my god.
So with the shot, I think you're. The consequence of that will be you will actually sort of drive into a snowbank. You want to spend a point of astonishing fortune to try and re-roll better, or you can take that. And there's no damage to the vehicle. It'll just take you time to dig the thing out.
We can dig it out.
Okay.
Couple of boys from Winnipeg.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Then, and let's see your nicknames. Would you mind giving us a reflex save, please?
Oh, shite.
Nice.
Nice.
So that you really put some the real test into that zip tape, but you managed to hold on, so you don't fall off the top. And what you can see, sorry, on the it's actually coming from the east, a little further down. From the highway, maybe about 100 feet, a little more, there is a guard tower, like a little, impromptu, and it's one of those prefab ones, the ones that you guys saw like at the one of the two forts that you were at, Fort Cavalier, and I can't remember what the other fort was called, but what you can see is that they are. Yeah, it's a SDF fort that was set up. That seems to be where the fire is coming from. What do you guys do?
Well, it's obviously can hit us here on the road, so.
Shield up.
Okay.
You hear on intercom, Dr. Zill, what's going on out there?
We're under fire.
Okay.
I guess I'll get out of the vehicle and see if I can see better what's coming at us.
Would we have like an SDF call, or can we go to like a common channel or something and hail them?
Yep. So you.
What do you think it's our guys?
So you'll be on the passenger side as well. So Bone, if you step out, there's a shot that goes past you, very wide.
Well, okay, yeah.
So you kind of, as you're stepping out, do you want to continue getting out of the Jeep, out of the truck?
Yeah, I mean, I should be able to find some cover if there's snowbanks and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll drop down and run for snowbank and kind of get down. Nick Nash, what are you doing?
She's going to go on the open comms to like common frequencies or whatnot, and she'll try and hail them. It's like, SDF Midnight Squad on retrieval duty. Cease fire. Cease fire.
Is that SDF there? SDF, is that you? Careful, there's swarm. There's swarm all around.
Oh, shit.
There's another shot. That kind of goes over your truck.
Yeah, we're SDF. You're shooting at our vehicle. Why are you here? You're supposed to be evacuated.
There's swarm. There's swarm everywhere.
We'll try to evac you, but stop shooting at us. Damn it.
But would you give us a diplomacy check there, Knickknacks? Please.
Oh. Why am I talking? I'm just kidding. Somebody else want to jump in?
You want to spend a point of searching fortune, or?
Hell no, I'm a terrible diplomat.
Okay.
I'm used to talking to equipment, machinery.
Yeah.
We speak a better language.
Okay, so you're on top of the thing, top of the truck. Bone, you've thrown yourself down against the snow, and you're sort of peeking your head over. Dr. Gilles, what are you doing? You've heard this over the comm.
I contact the two on our private channel. Says, do I need to get out the shell gun?
No, you need to talk these guys down. Tell them to stop shooting at us. They say there's what do they call them? Lurkers? No. There's swarm around here.
Okay, Zill flip over the open frequencies like, stop shooting at us.
Okay.
Please.
Then, guys, what do you want to do next?
I'm going to jump off the vehicle and try to help push it out, take cover.
Okay.
I don't imagine I have a whole lot of cover sitting on top of it.
Depends. If the truck is probably about the same height as the tower, or as the guard tower.
Okay, well, they'll just lay flat. That'll give them less.
Sort of lay down flat. You can hear again another blast from a laser gun, but this time in a different direction. They're all over here. It comes over the comm. They're all over.
Somebody's lost their marbles?
Can you get to our vehicle?
The field is full of them.
All right, looks like we've got to go and do an extraction. Part of our duties was to extract any personnel. Maybe the professor stays here, or the priest.
Well, our mission was to get the priest and anybody else we could get. We've got the priest.
Yeah, and these are other people that we can get.
Yeah.
I'm
prioritizing orders in my head. Yeah, we should probably see if we can save him. But nobody appears to be wounded.
No, but they're going to die. We don't help them.
What are you guys doing?
Bone?
What do you want me to do?
I guess we're advancing.
Okay, Zill will pop his head out, and he'll have grabbed one of the laser rifles that are in the back. He'll point it in the general direction over there and go over the comm channel. Do bugs, shoot back, and go pew, pew, pew. I mean, he's sending bugs everywhere. We're not bugs. Stop shooting at us.
Can I see any swarm from where we're like?
What's your perception bonus?
My perception is 6.
6. Sorry, I'm sure I've got this written down somewhere, but so you sort of scooch to the edge, and you're looking back and forth. It's just snow. Snow and there's agricultural fencing between where you are and where the tower is. You look up in the sky. Overcast, and it's snowing. There's no swarm in the sky.
He's got to be hallucinating.
Yeah, he's messed up is what it is.
Zill ask him if he's injured over the comm.
No.
Did they get you?
No, I've kept him away. You hear a shot again. But they're coming in on me. They're coming into my position.
Hang on the mini map.
We should let's go get him, guys.
All right.
Tell the priest, stay here. Don't open the door.
Fire from our direction. We're going to help you against the swarm.
Okay. Why don't you give us another diplomacy check there, Knickknacks?
Why am I the one talking?
Well, no. I mean, I don't have good diplomacy. So.
No survival, no social skills.
Like, it's not like...
I have a 5 in diplomacy, even though I got an 8 charisma. So
I have a 0. You should be
I have a 0 too. It should probably be you.
yeah, well, Knick-Knack doesn't say the best things, so I mean, not Knick-Knack, but Zill.
Okay, so what are you guys doing then?
I'm jumping off the vehicle and I'm going to start advancing on the tower.
Yes,
Okay.
in formation.
So you're leaving Zealand on his own?
Well, he can be locked up in the vehicle.
How's the range on that new sniper rifle of yours, Knick-Knacks?
Oh, it's great.
How about you stay on the vehicle and me and Bone will move in and try to get him, and you cover us?
Isn't it like
We could get the
250
vehicle.
when you've got it, like when you don't move? So like it's in its first, it would be to its first range band where the tower is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you get yourself set up in your sniper perch. Dr. Jill, you come out of the back. Mm-hmm. There's a shot that goes right past you. They're coming! They're coming!
I am not a swarm, you racist bastard.
Give us a diplomacy check, please.
Oh, my goodness.
Then, what do you guys do next? So you've just started stepping out of the truck. Shot goes past you, Dr. Zill. You say something over the comm. Do you step out again?
I do, but with the intention of ducking immediately.
Okay.
Can I scope out where these shots are coming from?
Yeah. Give it. What's your? Give us a perception check. You can go ahead. You'll know whether you do or do not see this person. Yeah, you can see them. They've actually got themselves. They're in the guard tower. Those things are set up to have kind of like murder holes in them. So he's firing from a murder hole. You see the muzzle flash of a laser gun. So you can picture Bone is on the east side of the road right now, up against the sort of the snowbank. Dr. Jill has sort of raced over and is there at the other end of the truck. What do you guys want to do next?
Do we have any shielding or any method to charge this guy without dying?
So Knickknacks has seen where this guy is. He has not shared where the guy is.
Yeah.
She has not
I'm
shared.
just trying to think of if there's anything I could do, but not really. So I'll use my combat tracking and target on that window, and then I'll send like a vid feed to the other guys. Like, this is where he is.
I don't know if you can do that. You don't have a camera on your.
Oh.
Yeah, like that would be. There's certain like just basic things that you're.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell them. I'll just describe it then.
Okay.
Up in the tower, there's a murder hole, and 50 feet up or whatever it is, and there's flash coming from there. That's where they're shooting from.
Okay.
Zill will make one more attempt to reach to this guy and says, "We see no bogeys in the area. We're coming to you. Do not fire at us."
Okay. What do you guys do then?
I guess I'll turn my sheath on to like athletics and try to be stealthy.
Yeah. Stealthy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Zill had a completely different idea.
You look like a bug man. He's lost it. What are you gonna do?
Zigzag.
Zigzag.
Serpentine.
I got this. Bone will just attempt to basically sneak around the snowbank a ways, to be away from where our vehicle is, and then come from a different angle of basically, 90 degrees from where or not quite 90, but as close to that as he can get from the direction that the shots were coming at our vehicle.
Okay.
At least make a move to a different murder hole if that's what he's going to do.
You want cover fire?
No.
So then, Bone, why don't you give us a stealth check, please?
Okay. Okay.
How far away did you say the window of the tower was? 250 feet?
I think I said about 100, 150.
Oh my! I hate roll 20. Like, what is the point? If every roll is a 3, a 4, and a 5, like
We're not fighting one-shot minions today, so all these are they can't.
Do you wish to spend a point of astonishing fortune there, Bone?
No, he wouldn't know that he wasn't being sneaky.
Why don't we do this, guys? We won't play because Pathfinder 2 just has a lot more dice rolls in it, so like you bleed through your hero points a lot faster than this. What I will do for tonight, because you guys are down to 3, is every half hour I'll throw a new point of astonishing fortune back in, because I do expect you're going to be making a lot of rolls tonight. How does that sound? Sure. Does that change your plan? You'll be getting a new point of astonishing fortune in 9 minutes.
Yeah, okay, fine, sure, I'll try a new roll. Stupid roll 20. All right, here we go.
We've had the suitable. There you go.
So with the +1 from my sheath, it's 20.
20, very nice. All right. So what you can see is, well, actually, I'll let you, Jeffrey. Why don't you tell us what do we see as Bone, sort of adopts his nano sheath and then, sneaks his way over to this tower.
Yeah, like I think that they're almost like mimicking the glare of the snow, and so that he's sort of, as he's crawling along on the snow, it's hard to see him because of the sheen that the nanites are creating.
Okay. It probably takes you maybe about maybe 5 minutes to get yourself. Well, actually, if you're 10 minutes, if you're going to like a 90-degree angle. Knickknacks and Dr. Jill, what are you guys doing while Bone is approaching the tower? Knickknacks, you're obviously on top there. You can see that the shots are going out from different sides of the tower as Bone's getting himself into position.
Yeah, Knickknacks is watching that one murder hole that it faces our direction.
Yep.
And just kind of waiting, making sure that guy doesn't keep shooting at us.
Okay.
And Zill is going to keep an eye out for anything else that might threaten us, in the immediate area, because he's so focused on the tower.
Yeah. Okay. Because brush stalkers you saw them not far from here, and they range pretty great. And a monster that's introduced in one module, it really would be a shame to use it only once, right? Dr.
Jill, rifle out.
Dr. Jill, what's your perception bonus?
7.
7, okay. So Bone, you've got your eyes, as you're making your way along, you've got your eyes up on that tower, and it's sort of it's a very, very basic structure. It's a couple like fold out pieces of material that gives cover to the main structure, and then has a little perch on top, about 15 feet up. You're easily able to get over to the door, or to the base of the tower, and you can hear as you're approaching that laser shots are going out from different directions at the top of the tower.
Yeah.
So you look back and you see the truck. None of the shots seem to be going in the directly at the truck. What do you want to do? There's a door leading into this place. I think you're aware of what these are set up. There's a door that leads into what's supposed to be sort of a storage and not sleeping, but like bunk, and then further up is where the actual perch is.
Yeah, I think once I get to the door, and as soon as I open it, and I think that's going to create a sound.
He's locked.
Okay, I'll try and knock it down.
Oh, it's going to smash it?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you give us a strength check, please?
Holy crow. I hate roll 20. Come on.
A 6. So,
Astonishing fortune. That's what it is.
5 points left, so you can do one of Astonishing Fortune. Want to spend the last one?
No, I'll just try again.
Wow, see you slamming against the door.
Yeah.
Bone, it just doesn't quite give. You're like, oh, god dang. And you can hear over the comm, they're trying to get in! They're downstairs! And there's now shots. Not
you idiot.
getting anywhere near you. They're just hitting the ground.
Oh my goodness.
That's us on the... You idiot. Stop shooting at. We're trying to get rescued.
Go ahead and give us a diplomacy check there, Knickknacks.
Okay, I'm rolling computers.
10. It does not seem to be getting through to him. Dr. Zill, would you give us a medicine check?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I even tried chicken roll 20.
I saw that.
Does he sound like he's out of his mind high or something?
Well, that's not a very good roll. Do you want to spend that last point of Astonishing Fortune? Try again? Because for you roll a 6. 5.
Yeah, sure. I haven't used one yet.
Okay. There you go. All right. So one of the things being, part of the sort of the military, arm of the medical arm of the military. That combat stress is one of the things that you have been dealing with, and like this definitely could be something that this kid is dealing with. But there's something else. Remember the dreams you guys have been having?
Yeah.
It actually might be something more than just the stress of the like, as far as you can tell, this person is unlikely to have been in combat. This tower has been up here, but if this is a focal point, you think of what Zelanon said, Dr. Zill, and because you rolled quite well, I'll give you one little tidbit too. There's an interesting thing that happens with certain species that have telepathic abilities, have kind of a characteristic way of speaking sometimes because they naturally communicate by telepathy more often, at least when they're in person. When they speak out loud, there's a little bit of a strange... it's not an accent, but it's because it's sort of like a second tongue to them. So you wouldn't be surprised. This person is definitely not a Shirin, because you could tell a Shirin when they're speaking, or some other insectoid, type thing. It may not surprise you to learn that this person is a Lashunta. And they are, as a species, telepathically active. This is a telepathically active person who's undergoing the stress of combat and also is close to that focus point that Zelanon talked about. He actually may be the humming that you guys have sort of been hearing in your dreams, that ambient noise, might be even more pronounced for someone who's spending this much time this close to the temple. So with that in mind, that's sort of your brilliant scientific mind sort of puts all that stuff together in an instant. He seems to be losing his mind. Knickknacks is just shouting at this kid. What would you like to do?
Well, now that he thinks he knows what's going on, he thinks the only way to stop it is to get close enough to where he can speak mind to mind with him. So in typical Zill fashion, he's going to leap out from behind the car and zigzag his way to the tower as fast as he can.
So you're just going to run?
Yep, zigzag.
Give us an athletics check, please.
I don't think I'm good at that. I'm not good at that.
Oh my goodness.
Told you.
So you get up and you stumble a little bit and sort of making your way through. Let me just see if he spotted you. Yes, he spotted you. Swarm! More swarm coming! He takes a full attack on this one. 2 shots go off and they go wide, but he's definitely shooting a usual. Bone, you can hear. I think
I'm getting used to that.
You can probably see from where where the door is on here. You hammer it up against the door and you look out and you can see Dr. Gilles is just topped up and he's sort of running back and forth. It's funny you mentioned the what do you call it, the serpentine thing, because there's a great bit in, I'm not sure if you've seen Generation Kill. It's about the first invasion of it's a reporter who's embedded with one of the Ranger units that was part of the invasion of Iraq. And like, there's a part where they're in Baghdad and there's a sniper shooting down, so they all like run along, and they get him to run, and he starts running back and forth, and all of them are looking like,
forward.
What are you doing? And he's like, serpentine, serpentine. They're like, yeah, just run fast, you'll live longer. So the you can see Dr. Gilles has taken a less than ideal way of approaching this. Let's drop into combat, guys. It'll be easier. I'll roll. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. I got a 21 for them. So remember to click on your token and then click on your initiative score. Okay, I'm just going to remember 21 as where I am going. Oh my god. You were rolling really well on Wednesday.
Oh my goodness! My friend uses a different program than this. He uses Foundry.
Okay,
and
yeah.
We were playing that on that last night, and my character, I had advantage, so I was making 4 attack rolls, but I hit a crit every round of combat for like 4 rounds in a row. On that program.
God! Well, yeah, again, like on Wednesday, you guys were critting and rolling incredibly well.
Yeah,
it's just
this is just this game. I don't know.
All right, so the knickknacks, you're up first. You can see that Dr. Zoe is racing up towards this person or towards the tower. Bone is at the tower right now, trying to get it in. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna shoot covering fire. I'm not actually trying to shoot in the hole because I don't want to hit that person.
Yep.
But I'll aim for near the hole so that blast the tower.
Well, and I think there is an actual option. Yeah, harrying fire, right?
Yep. Harrying fire.
Yeah, so you attack against, I think it's the AC, and then if you hit, where's it here?
So DC 15?
No, I think it's just against its AC. Covering fire, here we go. Yeah, AC 15, you're absolutely right. Go ahead and give us an attack roll. Pow! Your sniper rifle. It is now 8 o'clock. You guys have one more point of astonishing fortune. Do you want to spend that, Dave, or?
No, we might need it.
Okay.
I'll just take the 5 charges off.
All right. Wow. So there's a wide shot. Dr. Zill, what are you doing? Oh, I'm on a 20. Hold on. I got to shoot you. What's your EAC?
You can try.
What's your EAC?
Oh, it is 14.
Okay, one of those hits.
I'm used to getting shot at.
3 points of damage. So it gets close to you, but does not hit. Then Dr. Zill, your turn.
I stop trying to zigzag and I sprint for the tower.
Okay, why don't you give us an athletics check again?
Okay, come on, you can do this, Zill. Come on, channel your inner bug.
Come on. So the reason you're rolling athletics is because like you're running through field, right? Like it's snow-covered field, so you're trying to slog your way through here. There is 1 point of astonishing fortune. You want to make use of that? Nope. Okay. Yeah, really. Do you really want to roll new characters? The rolling's going so well so far.
Yeah, they're going to be real wonderful characters, eh?
Boom, what do you want to do?
What is the door made of?
The door is made out of some kind of like hardened plasteel kind of component. What are you thinking? Do you want to try and cut through it?
I was thinking I could either try and blast it with my scatter gun, or I'm assuming that this tower is built to stop scaling, because I mean that's what the bugs do, right? So
Yeah.
or this thing wasn't necessarily built to fight bugs.
No, it
This
wouldn't
was
necessarily.
built
I think it probably serves that purpose as well, but it wasn't designed to keep them out.
I'll try and climb the.
Just ask him to let you in.
I could try that, but he said that he heard the door and he said the bugs are here at the door. So
Well,
I think his brain is just fried, man. Like I don't think that there's any reasoning with this person.
Smash it down.
Well, yeah. So he's a nut.
So what are you doing there, Bowen?
Try and climb the tower, I
Climb it.
guess.
So give us an athletics check then, please.
And this will be +1 from my sheath.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
Good
go.
roll, finally.
All right, so 20 on the nose. All right, so then you are like, and you got remember, you got Vex claws as well. So you start scaling up. There is going to be, when you get to the top, like you're going to have to sort of like,
Yeah, cross over some kind of a ledge.
the lip kind of stuff. Although, yeah, I mean, your character's certainly strong enough to try and attempt that. So you're about, let's say, halfway up the tower at this point. Ignax, you can see Bone seems to be giving up trying to get in the easy way and is going in through the top. What do you want to do?
Nicknax goes back on the comms and says, "Listen, if you want us to help you, you got to let us in. One of our guys tried knocking on the door, and you're messing this up, kid. Stop shooting. You're going to get hurt."
Okay. Let's try another diplomacy check, please.
I'm like, I could do
Now,
something.
again,
that'll
you
get
could
out.
take, if you take a different approach, it might be a different skill that would apply.
Yeah, I think it's. I think we're going to try something totally that I'm not any better at, but totally different direction.
Okay. What are you saying instead?
I'm going to try intimidating.
Nice. Okay.
Actually, no. No. I'm a professional vid gamer. So I've never done this before, but I'm going to ask the kid if he's ever played a game. It's like a survival game.
Okay.
It's like a popular survival game, first-person shooter thing. Hey, have you ever played this game? You're like, running out of ammo, and you're surrounded by creatures, and the only way through is to stop fighting.
Okay. Why don't you give us do you have it's not a lore they give you in Starfinder, but there's a profession thing. Do you have a profession vid gamer?
Yeah, I got profession vid gamer.
Yeah, give us a profession vid gamer check.
She's like, yeah, this is one of those moments where you got to stop fighting in order to survive.
Okay. Okay. So what that'll do is, it's not enough to get him to stop, but what you've prompted him is, if someone is going to sort of like try and start talking him down now, they're going to get a bonus to that.
Okay.
Also, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me, my goodness. All right. Dr. Jill, what are you doing?
Waiting for the guy to take a pop shot at me.
Oh, right. Yes, I got to go. Look at that. It's a quality player right there. The DM was so enraptured, or Star Master. 18 and an 18 before I had my bonuses. So
No, don't do it.
thank you, John. All right, you take 7 points of damage total. Still coming off your stamina, so you're just ducking and weaving around this stuff. Your turn, Dr. Zoe. What are you doing?
Well, everything is reinforcing my later choices in life. Anyway, am I making any progress in the field, or is it just like really slow? Am I stuck in place?
You're getting there. It's just that it's because of the difficult, the snow-filled terrain. This is like loose drifting snow that's in the middle of a field. So you sort of sink right through this stuff, especially with your feet are designed for many things, not really for walking on snow all that much.
Gotcha. Well, you know what they tell you in school, kids? Drugs don't do anything for you? Well, they lied. I'm injecting myself with a booster to give me +2 to my skill checks.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to go forward in the snow.
Okay, go right
Performance
ahead.
enhancers, go!
Go right ahead. Here we go.
22.
Nat 20. Beautiful.
22.
Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, you go racing over in Bone. You hear a thunk as Dr. Jill kind of like races so quickly. I stand corrected. You actually are, skittering across the snow, spreading out your weight quite well. Bone, halfway up the tower. What would you like to do?
Keep climbing, I guess.
Okay.
I'm halfway there, so
Go.
see what happens. Oh, come on.
It's not a fail. So I think you finish your climb up to where you are, and you're like, fuck. And it's going to be like an overhang. You're going to have to figure a way to get yourself out there.
Yeah, okay.
So, Knickknacks, what are you doing?
I don't know. The vid gamer thing worked once, but I don't know if I can go the well twice.
You have given, like, whoever does make the check is going to have a bonus to it now. You've definitely framed it in such a way that this kid will understand it.
I'm going to try one more time.
Okay, what do you
Listen,
say?
kid. You definitely don't shoot like a trained sniper. I'm using a Series 21 plasma sniper rifle trained on the tower. We don't want to get into a firefight with you. Stand down, open the door, and come with us. We'll get you to, not Mos Eisley's. What's the extraction?
Rio City.
We'll get you to Rio City, and we'll get the hell out of here.
Okay, here we go. Come on, big diplomacy roll. There you go. You can hear sort of like he's sort of saying quietly to himself right now that they're still there. They're all around. They're all around.
Right now, the only thing we can do is us.
You can hear this coming from over the edge to Bone.
How far up is it? Like the tower?
15 feet up.
15?
Yeah, within range. I think your telepathy is 30 feet as well,
Yes.
isn't it? Yep. So he's not shooting. Dr. Jill, what are you doing?
This was on the open channel that Knickknack projected, right?
Yep.
So I heard it. Okay. So I'll kind of like half extend my my telepathy out to him and try to make contact with him and verbalize it at the same time, saying it's okay, we're here. Don't listen to the static.
Oh,
Come down, open the door.
sure. Would you give us a mysticism check, Dr. Jill?
Ooh, I am not good at that.
Mysticism.
+2.
Okay.
So 10.
There's 10. Okay, so there is a, connecting two minds is not quite the same thing as dialing onto a channel, but it's sort of similar to that. And the level of agitation, I think, that the other, accessing a serene mind is a very easy and comfortable process. Accessing a mind in turmoil is a little more jarring. And this kid, you can hear, not only is he very agitated, and there's who is this? Who are you? What are you, kind of that's going on when you make the contact. There's also a ambient white noise almost with him. And I think that that can be evidence of a hive mind. It can be evidence of mental illness. But with you're going on from your role earlier, you're suspecting this is just a discordant. Lashunta are comfortable and used to having mind-to-mind contact. So he says, "I'm Susreth. Who are you?"
I am Zilmetric of the 5th Division. We are here to rescue you, to take you for extraction.
Bone, give us another athletics check, will you? Just see if you can Easy.
Hey.
So you kip back, grab onto the edge, you swing back and forth, and then pull yourself up. And as you pull yourself over the lip, there's a kid sitting down. He's sitting with his back against the thing. There's a not held in a readied position, but sort of like hanging limply in his hand. His hands crossed across his knees. There is a Lashunta kid. He looks up at you and says, "I'm sorry, they're all over. They're everywhere. They're everywhere."
It's all right, kid. We're here for you.
Okay. You pull yourself over and you're able to get the kid up without any further issue. I'll change this so that it says his name.
I'm going to reach out to take his pistol from him or his rifle and say, just until you're feeling better, let me take care of this.
He says, "But the swarm."
Well, we got you covered. You're safe now.
He kind of nods, and his two tentacles kind of like, go down a bit. He hands it over to you. "All right. I didn't hurt anyone, did I?"
Not too badly.
It's only a bruise or two.
So, Dr. Jill, you're on the ground, and you pop the, or you're waiting as the door is opened to the tower, and you can see the same kid, that Bone saw. And Bone is standing a good, the kid probably comes up to Bone's, where the armor starts around here. For a second, he sort of startles, and then he says, "It's you," in your mind.
Yes, it is Zill. I am a good bug. And he extends his hands out and welcome.
Okay. He sort of, gets a bit of a smile. And, he's still got a really wild look in his eye. He's like, all right. Nick, what's your perception bonus again?
6.
6, okay. So you are getting yourself, you can see through the sniper scope quite clearly what is, what has happened here. You can hear over the comm. What have you been doing while the, while the private, the SCF trooper has been retrieved?
I think once Bone goes in and he's got the kid's gun, and it sounds like they got things under control, I'm starting to change too, looking around the surrounding area and making sure that we're okay. Nothing sneaking up on. No dusk stalkers or.
Good idea.
So the door opens and the guys step out, and you can hear from below in your mind, Nick Nax, and you're telepathic as well, so this isn't unusual for you, but you can hear Zelanon say, is something happening? And you look over, and in the northeast, there are 2 flying forms heading in your direction.
Okay. Aerial swarm coming in from the northeast. We need to move out quick. And
start shoveling.
Do we have anybody other than the doctor in the vehicle? No, just corpses.
Not alive, yeah.
Okay, so then I'll jump off and start moving snow as much as I can.
Okay. But it's Bone, Nick Nax, Bone, Dr. Jill, and the private start making their way across, and he's like, "I knew. Oh no, I knew it.
Give him a sedative." That's not on open comms. That's
it's one thing to inject drugs into yourself, but to another.
Well, you are a doctor, right?
Isn't that your whole character?
Well, I'm not in a fight at the moment, so.
Some to calm him down, or.
I will attempt to soothe him, verbally and mentally, but try to also make him pick up his pace.
Okay.
Well, And I think that Bone would be rushing because he knows he's needed to dig the vehicle out. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll speed ahead of them if I have to.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll be saying, focus on me, on my voice. Don't look that way. Just each step ahead of you. Slowly.
Okay.
Come on.
Zealanon,
So-
can you help with the shoveling?
Yes. And he drops out. He comes over and you guys break out spades and start kind of and try to shovel things out.
Periodically check on those. I might not be shoveling as 100% because I'll be checking on those creatures, and if I got to get back on the truck with my rifle.
It looks like a few are peeling off from there and are heading towards you.
Shit.
Are these like ship things or like wing things?
Much smaller, and yeah, not the that big like starship that you guys face in that convoy. Smaller. They look like bugs, but with these things, it's difficult to judge what the size is. Certainly big enough to see at a distance.
So, like, are they actual ships or like little actual creatures?
Bugs.
Look, I think I've answered that already.
He just said they're bug.
Okay, you described a ship and then smaller. I'm like, bug ship. But okay, so the bugs. Got it.
Okay.
We
So
fought flying bugs twice when you're not here, so
okay.
Now
So
you get to join
then,
them.
while you guys are the Bone, you were the one. You sprint across this open space. You get to the vehicle and start digging shit out.
Oh, I want to point something out because I've had it since the beginning, and it's very important. I have my nanite shovel.
Nice, so you're there, and you're digging along with the other two. You guys have pretty much. Well, let's do this. Let's have Knickknacks and John give us a D20 roll. Otherwise, Bone and Knickknacks give us athletics checks, please. You'll be rolling for Zealanon. Ooh.
Oh,
Two
look at
20s,
that.
so you guys are making great progress on this stuff. By the time that Dr. Zill gets to you, the things have moved in fast enough. You've dug the vehicle out. You're outside of the vehicle, but they have moved to be within about 100 feet of you, and you can clearly see what they are now.
well, if they're within like 200, Kev, I was going to say I'll drop the shovel and get on the truck because I'm more useful
Okay.
being able to hold them off.
Okay, so you're going to climb up and then sort of get yourself in a position to get in your like sniper perch again?
Yeah, because my sniper is 200, adds 250 feet.
Doesn't add it, it becomes 250. 250 becomes your range increment.
Okay, well, even then, yeah.
Yeah, which means like 500 you can start taking shots if you like.
I think I'd want to be up on the perch by at least 250.
Okay, so
I can
let me
get
get hold on here. I'll get this thing set up here. Well, your call. You could be at 250. You could be at 750. Like your sniper rifle has a huge range. You could get a couple of rounds worth of.
250 is the range increment?
250 is the range increment. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was like long range.
No. Yeah.
Okay, well, even just at 250, I want to be able to take a shot at 250.
Okay. So then let me just get this set up here. Here we go. All right.
Does my combat tracking have a range?
I actually don't know.
I think it's just visual.
Okay, let's see here. Bottom overlapping, great.
Mechanique.
Go. All right. All right, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 4 of those flying things that you guys face are closing in on there. Knickknacks, they've reached the 250 range. The vehicle is almost fully dug out. You want to make a shot?
Yes.
And sorry, did you see what the range is for your ability? It could very well be just so that it's something you see.
As long as that target is in sight, I can track it.
Okay.
So here we go. So I'll use combat tracking as a move action,
Okay.
and sniper.
Well, so hold on. With sniper rifle, let's just remember how that works. I think you actually need a move action in order to do that. Like your move action, you can't. I think it's that you can't spend the move action. Hold on. Let's just look it up. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you just can't move, but
Let's see here. I would like. Oh my gosh! I need to fucking mark this. Here we go.
chain boost.
If you aim the weapon as a move action and then fire it on the same turn. But if there's no range on this, you could have picked one of those out as your marked target, knickknacks, before you shot, because you could see easily out 750,000 feet.
You're right. So I could have, and that could, my exocortex could have been tracking its distance.
Yep.
While I was digging. Okay. So yeah, then I'll aim and then shoot.
Okay, so you'll be shooting with no range penalty. Please go ahead and make your shot.
I just did.
You did. Okay.
+1.
Plus, because of the exocortex. So 14 EAC. That hits. All right, let me go to the right layer here. Here we go. I'll do the one on the far right here. Look at this. Kind of spins in flight a little bit. And let me add a turn for these things. Let's see when they're acting. On a 10.
So Knickknacks lets out a shot, hits this thing, and then all of a sudden, pop, ching, you hear the clip fall out.
Yeah. All right. So then Knickknacks made a shot. These things are 250 feet away. You all sort of like take a look over. You're at the truck at this point, Dr. Jill, for sure. The private Cicero, Private Cesaro. Cesaro is kind of freaking out at this point. My gun! Where's my gun? Knickknacks, you're up next. What are you doing?
Knickknacks?
Oh, Zill, sorry. Dr. Zill.
He's just telling the kid, help or be still, and he's going to get his shovel out and start helping to dig out the rest of the truck.
Okay. So you're getting a shovel out, and then give us a... You have a shovel, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give us a athletics check.
All right.
Okay, not bad. So you're making some progress. These things. So they are going to... what is the range? Range increment is 60 feet, so they can actually unload on you. Knickknacks. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, they have ranged weapons. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, so, Knickknacks, what is your KAC?
13.
13? Okay, so then I need, let's see here, it is 250 means 1, 2, 3 range increments away, so -6. And normally +5. So I got -1. I need a 14 to hit you. Not so. 4 of these barbs stick into the roof of the truck near you, but none of them actually hit you. And this thing, they continue moving in. They are now about 200 feet away. Bone, what are you doing?
Well, am I done shoveling or not? If I'm not done shoveling, I'll keep shoveling. If
Still
we're
not
clear,
out yet.
Okay, then I will shovel this round.
Yeah, okay. Give us an athletics check, please. Nice. That's +1 from your nanites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It is almost free now. You're almost think you've dug out enough of the undercarriage so it's not going to get hung up on the snowbank. Knickknacks, what are you doing?
Tell the priest to get inside. If
Okay.
he's still out there shoveling. because he's too valuable to take an errant shot or something.
Okay.
And I'm going to. So reloading is part of a move action.
Reload, I believe, is a move action.
And
Let's see.
what are the
Reload
Starfinder?
is a move action. Yeah.
It is a move action. So I can't aim again and shoot.
You won't be able to make use. What it is just that you won't be able to aim with a sniper rifle. So it'll be whatever the other range increment is for your sniper rifle, which is 60.
Yeah, the other 60. So it's not that great, but they're moving closer. So
yeah, they're closer to the 250, which means it's let's see here, 1, 2 is just into your third range increment, so it'll be -6.
okay, I'll take a -6 then.
Okay.
With but I'm still targeting the same one.
Yep. It's only -5 in total. The shot goes wild. These things are still.
Does it burn from the last time?
You didn't get a crit.
Oh, so that's right. It's only crits.
Yeah,
Sorry.
crits is when you get the crit effect. All right, then it is, and this one doesn't have a burn effect. Not all lasers do. Yeah, each weapon is different.
Yeah, this one has a burn effect, doesn't it?
It's a plasma sniper.
Burn 1d6, damage E and F.
Where does it say burn? I don't see it on on the display here. I don't see it, but
Oh,
It might only show it if he gets a crit.
I don't remember that one have. Like I know the lasers have a burn crit effect. I didn't remember the.
when I open up the equipment and look at the things, it says damage E and F, burn 1d6. But I'll double check the
Yeah, no, it's in the armory. It's one of the items from the armory.
armory. Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on here. Let's take a look. And again, like it would make sense for the plasma to have it. As I don't know what design decisions they made for balancing the different kind of things in the game. All right, sniper rifles, plasma. Plasma does not have a burn. This is a Series 21 you got.
Yeah.
That one does not have that.
Okay, so that maybe it should have not.
Should not have, yeah, shouldn't have that. There are other things that have like laser rifles. They have that.
Okay.
Bird effect.
Oh, you know what? That might have been left out place from my laser rifle when I took.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Because it didn't drag and drop, so I was
adding in, sure. Okay. All right. So then it is, but it's a good opportunity to refresh. You know, one of the ways that it makes the difference between the different kinds of weapons, right? Is laser rifles or laser weapons often have that burn effect. Okay. So then it is. That was Knickknacks. Dr. Jill, what are you doing?
Let's see if I can get this cleared up so that Owen can get in there.
Come on.
Oh, my luck holds.
Go.
Oh, yes.
Yes, nice. Dr. Jill is down on the ground and scoops out the last of it. The undercarriage is free, and you guys get a point of astonishing fortune.
Sweet.
Okay. Then it is these things' turn. They are going to continue closing in. They are now 150 away, which means they're in a closer range increment. I now need a 12 to hit you, Knickknacks. More pops, and you can see it's the sickening like reload that comes from within it, and another thing pokes out. Fuck! I hit 3 times. You take. Let's see here. That is 2, 3, so it's 5. Plus 3 is 8 points of damage, and I need 3 fortitude saves from you, please.
So that's all. That all comes off my stamina.
Correct. Yeah.
It's the 3 fortitudes in a row that you're pretty much guaranteed to fail.
The DC is only 12 on the saves though, so they're not that bad. All right, so only 1. All right, so then
You want to spend a point? Reroll that 7.
yeah, you only got 1 fail.
That's probably a good idea. We have 2.
Sure, we need to get the hell out of here.
Oh. All right, you are sickened for until I tell you otherwise. So if you click on sickened, I believe it's just a penalty to Second is -2 to ability checks, attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks.
Worst condition.
All right. So they are now
150.
150 feet away. Bone, what are you doing? The thing's caught out, and these things are closing fast.
Racing to get in the vehicle back into the pilot's chair.
Okay.
In the driving seat, whatever it's called.
All right, so you race in. Why don't you give us a piloting check? We'll see how fast you can do it.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, not bad.
So you race over, throw the thing open. Your nanite shovel collapses as you leap in. And I'll even let you get it started up again with that good piloting roll. Vroom, roars to life. Knickknacks, you're up next. What are you doing? You feel a little woozy. Oh.
A little woozy, but you know what? I got a loaded gun and a targeted sight, so I'm going to aim at this one that's wounded.
Yep.
And let her rip.
And you're only taking minus, because it's 150 feet away now, that's only -4.
Oh, he's
She's aiming now. She doesn't have to
Oh,
lower.
right. Yeah. Then, yeah, man, ignore me.
You can use the scope.
Yep.
She's within her 250.
Yep, that sounds great. No penalty. Go ahead. Make a
Only from
shot.
being sickened.
Come on.
Great. Come on.
Go ace. Solid hit. Are we missing any damage there?
Nope, sickened kind of lowered it, so.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Hits this thing, and there's a paff as it explodes, as that superheated plasma hits this thing's exoskeleton and nearly knocks it out of the sky, but not quite. You hear your sniper rifle cycling up for its next shot. Dr. Jill, what are you doing?
I want to use my move action to climb back into the back of the vehicle, put a hand down, and grab the kid to come on, get inside.
Okay. All right, so the kid pulls inside. You have him in the back now, and Zelanon helps bring the kid a little further in.
Do I, can I use my standard, or is that my whole
I
turn?
think that's your whole action. Like,
Okay.
I'm being a little generous with you being able to get to the back and get into the back just as your move, because you were digging out the front of the vehicle.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is what you can do is, as part of your move, you could ready a weapon, though.
Yes, because I think I'm going to give cover fire to us as we leave. So just get his needle rifle out.
All right, now these things continue swarming in. Get it, guys? Huh?
Yeah, time for us to swarm out.
It's that pro-level DMing you come to expect. Okay, you feel like Knickknacks, you're still feeling a little woozy, but you're feeling a little bit better. Then they are now 100 feet away. And again... Oh, you know what? I'm going to check one thing. Only 100 feet away. I got to check one thing here.
I'm going to see if they can charge when they fly.
I'm going to see. No, if they... I got
to... see if the psychic priest can, hold them off.
My fancy spell cards here.
Oh, I need to get those.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. George already picked them up.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for the newer ones that haven't been released yet.
Which ones?
From the newest book with the
Oh, but they're two different sets, though, right? Like they won't have, like, this one has the stuff from the core book and from character operations, and then they will likely release at some point one that has like galactic magic and whatever else is in it, but like they don't ever go back and like consolidate them.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking for the precog spells. So
precog spells use the same spell list.
Oh, they just okay.
Yeah, So it's just like Pathfinder, right? Like where they have some of the spells will come from earlier sources, some will come from others.
Nice.
All right. So then, what is the range on this thing?
It's going to be a lot longer when Bone gets this beast moving.
Oh, so close. I can't quite get in here. All right. So then they're going to try, and what are they? Oh, mama! You know what they're going to do? They're going to try and
tires alone.
Shoot out the tires. Darn right they are. You're thinking of that bridge when you guys were making your way across the bridge, and all those tires were shredded by the sharpened. I don't even know what you call those. Claws, mandibles, scythes. Lord knows. Okay, here we go. It's under equipment. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so you are in a... We'll use stats for Urban Cruiser. All right. They're firing at the truck itself. Boom. The KAC is a 15. And they are now 50 feet away.
You say 100?
Oh. What's that?
I thought you said they were 100 feet away.
Oh, are they 100 feet away now?
Yeah.
I guess they could double move. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Well, actually, I'm not going to attack this round. They can run and cover all that distance. So these things are right swarming around the truck now. Knickknacks, they seem to have just poured into speed rather than attacking. Bone, what are you doing?
Pedal to the metal.
Queuing up the Astonishing Fortune right now.
So here's the thing, is that the speed of your thing is a 20. It'll only start speeding up as you go along, and you can increase it by 20 each round.
Okay, I see.
So you're...
Yeah. And they can go 100 per round?
Your top speed is 500 feet per round.
Oh,
so once you get up, it's just that accelerating up. This is not exactly a high-performance vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, this is not the 0 to 60 and whatever. This is 0 to 60 next Tuesday. But you know what I'll let you do, though, is why don't you, if you want to spend your action, why don't you give us a piloting check? See if you can't get a little extra juice out of this.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
So what do we see is you slam this thing into gear and you start starting to haul ass back onto the road.
I think he actually just maybe he's learned the shifter well, and so it's like an expert truck driver, right? It's the thing's got 16 gears or something, so it's the ability to smoothly go between them that's gonna let you get up any kind of speed going.
So this thing drops in and you start pulling away. Let's do this. I think I've got a... Let's see here. I have a hover car or something in here. Hover trike, hover transport. Is it going to be bad luck if I give you that vehicle you used in Rifts? Oh, you know what? I got some... Here, it's not a hover vehicle you're driving, but I've got something I can use here. Let's do this, guys. Let's go to... Oh, I know what I'll do. Give me 2 moments here. Duplicate. Here we go. Because I have something else loaded that I never actually got a chance to use. I think I have it loaded. Let's see here. Do I imagine things? I might be imagining things. I am, in fact. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. I'll put this up for you. Go. This is the Dead Winter Susquehanna landscape. Put that sucker on a map layer. Bring you guys over here. Boom. We'll also bring all of your critters and your tokens. Boom. There, guys. And then let's do this. I will drop a... Oh, for Pete's sake. Yeah, let's use this anti-grav hauler as our vehicle. I'll zoom out just a scooch here. All right, so there's your vehicle. I'll put it.
I just did the math because it's interesting. Our vehicle can't quite go 60 miles an hour. So, in fact, it goes 0 to 60 in about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, the max speed is 55 for this thing.
And it takes it 2.5 minutes to get to that.
Okay, so these things are all swarming around right now. We got Bone in the driver's seat up here. And we've got Knickknacks on top. We got Zill in the back with everybody else. And you started roaring this thing. It moved 40 feet this round because of your great pouting check. So it is. These things are 40 feet back right now. I'll move them up to the top here. Alrighty. So then it is. However, I did position them. 2 of them are going to get attacks of opportunity on the vehicle. And you know what I'll do? I'm going to give you control over the token, guys, and I will give you the hit points.
Yay, vehicle combat.
Yeah. We go, guys. 24. We
I
go.
was kind of hoping we weren't going to be in vehicle combat, John, because we need to get back home with it. So,
Yeah.
but we can do some engineering and stuff later. Don't worry.
We have fun, breakneck adventure, or horrible, painful death. Let's enjoy it while we can.
All right. Can you guys all see the bar now?
The 24.
Yeah, certainly doesn't have very many hit points.
It does have hardness, though. Unlike, so everyone can control the token now. I'll have Jeff, you're the one who's pouting, so we'll let you take control here. It has a hardness of 5, and when it reaches 12, that's when it becomes broken, and you take penalties to its DCs and to pouting checks in it. So 2 of them are making the attacks. I have KAC is a 15. I need a 12 or higher to hit them. First attack is a miss. A 3 is not going to do it. Second attack, a 7 is not going to do it either. So they kind of scratch along the side of your vehicle, but you pulled out faster than they expected. They do not damage the tires whatsoever. Knickknacks, you're starting to move. What are you doing?
Holding on.
Well, you got your super duct tape stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I'm okay saying like if you had the foresight to set up your sitting position with a thing. I don't think it's unreasonable that you set yourself up, especially when you saw those things coming.
Like boots in the position and then aim and shoot and anticipating that the vehicle is going to be going.
Yeah.
So I think they're in relatively close range.
Yeah, 40 feet.
Oh, so sniper is not really option, but we can multi-shot from this range. So it's just going to be bam, bam.
Oh, you can't because of the type of weapon it is.
Unwieldy, yeah.
Yeah. Remember, it's unwieldy, so you only fire it once. You can't fire it multi. It takes that time to cycle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll just shoot once at the. I'll aim and shoot at the one that's injured.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. Oh.
We have a point of astonishing fortune.
Yeah, you want to spend an astonishing fortune? Drop down at least one of these things?
That's one less barrage.
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. 5. I just
am I still sick?
Still sick, and yes for this round.
And then she's going to say, Doc, I'm feeling woozy and I'm really tired up here. I don't know if you got one of your little magic pokers.
Okay. Then, as soon as you say that, Knickknacks, you're actually feeling a little better right now. Jill, your turn. What are you doing?
Well, I hear that.
Dr. Jill.
Just don't know if I can lean out of the back and then shoot Knickknack and at all. So
not without getting on the roof, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
Because you can picture where she is right near the cab, looking back across. You're coming out the back of the truck.
Can you do it from the co-pilot seat, the shotgun?
I don't think there's a way in from the back to the front.
No, I think we've established that there isn't. That's why you guys were talking in comms.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to lean out the back and just do a full attack against 2 creatures with my needler.
Sure.
And, I'll go for the wounded one first.
Okay.
And I intend to inject them if I hit them. So.
Can you inject more than once in a round?
Yep. It's basically when I fire it, I can choose which ammo shoots out, and my boosters are part of that.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Needler rifle, full attack. Yes, my first full attack. Aha.
Nice.
Nope.
All right. Unfortunately, again, with the swaying of the thing. Well, you did say warning shots before, so I guess that's the way you say it. Okay, so now on these things turn, they are able to keep pace and actually get a little further ahead. Two of them are swarming up to just ahead of the vehicle and are going to start firing at the truck itself. One is firing at Dr. Jill. One is firing at Knickknacks. So, first, let's do the order I declared them. Two on the truck first. And they are going to... Yeah, they're going to slash. Because I try and take them out. So you can hear this along the side of the vehicle. Bone, I need a 12 to hit. A 19 and a nat 20. The 20 is the Starfinder symbol. So 19 is not a crit. And is only 4 points of damage, which means it does not even get through the hardness. So scrapes along the side. The crit, though, let's see here, Bone. This is, that is going to be 10 points of damage, reduced to 5 in the hardness. So you can hear like scratching along the side, and you think you can feel a little bit of like they're getting very close to where the tires are. They're trying to take out some of the tires in the front. The one in the back that's going to shoot at you, Dr. Zill, your KAC is what?
15.
You know what it's going to do instead is you can feel it's pushing through into your mind.
Oh.
Would you give us a will save, please? DC 14.
Oh, man, I got to roll high for that.
Come on.
Oh, I just failed.
So close. Isn't there 1 point of Astonishing Fortune left?
There's not.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, there's not. Another 8. Can we talk for 8 minutes and we will have one?
Why don't you describe in great detail what this could do to him?
All right. So then, let me just...
Oh, I'm within 10 feet of an ally. I'm going to re-roll that with
I think,
communalism.
haven't you used that today already?
Have I?
Yeah, I think so.
I did. No, it's checked. No, I did.
Yeah.
Dang,
Okay.
Dang.
All right, so hold on.
It's because we haven't rested since the incident identifying that re-roll thing. That's right.
Yeah.
That's where I used it.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Hey.
Identified the re-roller relic with a re-roll. It was cool.
Oh, no.
With the what?
The item that you got, I identified that with a re-roll.
All right.
And that was during the rest that we took.
That was before that. We haven't taken a long rest. I don't get that back from a long rest, I think.
Oh, long rest, yeah.
Okay. Then it is, so we're going to find something. Your mind is scrambled right now, Dr. Jill. We'll find out what you're doing on your turn momentarily.
Oh, I'm confused. Lovely.
Bone, what are you doing? And let's try and keep the clear calling out of game mechanics to a minimum, just because it takes,
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's we're trying to go for immersion here. So, Bone, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's really much I can do other than keep trying to accelerate. If I can take my hands off the wheel to do anything else, I mean, they're just all over us. So.
Can we ram them? They're trying to hit your tires. Dunk.
Yes, he can, because they are down there.
They're actually beside the vehicle.
Trying to hit the tires, yeah.
Yep. So basically, here's what I'll let you do is if you're going to try and ram them... Oh, shit. I'll look it up afterwards. I don't remember if this is how it works. Why don't you make a piloting check against their KAC, then they get a save to try and avoid it. So that is going to be a hit. Fuck you! Swarm towards.
Squish.
So let's see if he gets out of the way. I do. So we
vehicle there, and you squish it between the two.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Okay, here on a.
I can only imagine how much damage one of these things do with a bug.
It does, and I mean, really, if we can get a chance to have a bug smeared on a windshield, that's really.
It's pretty. Okay. We get the thing back, and it's covered in bugs. Just what'd you do? We got a new paint job. got those damn vexers.
Okay, so it makes a DC to avoid it. I did unfortunately make my save, but it swarms out of the way. If you'd hit with this, Jeff, just to give you an idea, your collision damage is 5d4.
Nice. Well, it might make them think twice about gunning down there again.
Possibly. So you swerve, which means you're not speeding up this round, which means you are moving 40. Forward again. Nick Nax, what are you doing? You're no longer sickened.
No longer sickened?
No longer
Great.
sickened.
Down with the sickness. Here we go. Targeting the wounded one.
Here we
Still,
go.
and going to aim and shoot.
Okay. Go, come on. Fucking nat 1. Ah! Oh, you have no something fortune
It's like
left.
5 rounds and we haven't killed one yet.
Of course not. This is the theme of this game.
Roll 20 loves the swinginess.
Oh my gosh. All right. I should have got this up beforehand. Here we go.
I'm gonna.
All right. So then, Dave, tell me when to stop shuffling.
Bam.
Okay.
You should have let him go for 4 minutes, Dave.
You are. Yeah. I'll just pick one then.
I'm just joking.
Any attack roll made with the weapon takes a -2 penalty until it is repaired with a successful engineering check. And I'll let you take an action to do that. So I think it's just overheating, maybe. Like, it's this thing, it wasn't properly cycled, so God damn it. Yeah, and maybe that's what you've been doing, is sort of pushing into the red. Like, as an engineer, you've maybe tried to, like, shorten the cycle time down as much as you can. And unfortunately, you're paying for it now. Dr. Zell, what are you doing?
I am scrambled at the moment. What am I doing?
Oh, yeah, good call. Give us a percentile roll, please.
Oh, scrambled is like you do random shit?
45.
Okay, so you just do nothing but babble incoherently, which is good, because if the attack was attack the nearest creature, and you've got that private in the back, I knew it! All right, so this round you are unfortunately babbling incoherently.
So not only does Zill babble incoherently verbally, he does so mentally as well.
What?
Oh,
No.
nice. Oh, God. Okay, so then it is these things' turn. All right. Let's see
The
here.
mental equivalent of.
So these things are able to keep pace with the vehicle as they move. And then each of the ones in front of you, you've seen this before, Bone. You're thinking, like, I'll teach you. But these things have been, like, suicidal in their attacks from before. So the two in the front are going to try and damage the vehicle again. Only one hits. And let's see if it actually damages it. It does 1 point of damage, I guess, through the hardness. This thing is very sturdy. The one on top is going to once again fire at you, Nick Nax. I miss that time. And Dr. Zill.
Yep.
Oh, would you give us another, this thing liked hitting you in the mind, give us another will save, please.
My mind is not that great.
All right. Having been reduced to sort of a scrambled and disoriented technique, you're a little agitated when you get your senses back, and then suddenly you feel that amplified up like a tenfold. You are shaken next round.
Okay.
Okay.
Shaken.
Not stirred.
-2 to ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks.
Is it? I'm imagining it's the weak one with little health that's attacking me. Is that right?
No, the one that's
mine?
attacking Nick Nax is the one that's doing that. And actually, I think it can move out of your view.
So that guy.
So you got the one that you can see is the one that's uninjured. No, unfortunately, it's the reason I had it in my mind that it was attacking Nick Nax is Nick Nax was the one who was shooting at it before.
Gotcha.
Right. So, all right, Bone, your turn. What are you doing?
I'm seeing that, like, we don't really have much firepower, and these things are gonna eventually take us out. I'm gonna try and outrun them, so I'm just
Give us a
accelerating.
piloting check again. So unfortunately, you're at 60 right now, but you're starting to move away. Knickknacks, what are you doing?
You hear Knickknacks cursing on the comms. She's like, "Damn rifle!" And she's gonna try and do some engineering on it to try and get it back to working.
Sure. Yeah, give us an engineering check, please.
Just like pulls out her computer thing. She's like, "Damn it! Look at this! Is not."
Nice. Okay. So it is. You've cleared whatever the cyclid problem is. You're no longer suffering that penalty. Dr. Zill, what are you doing?
Side note,
Sorry, go ahead.
Back in the
it's Sonic and Fortune time.
It is not. Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay, just keeping track of it. Okay, so I'm shaken, not stirred, right?
You are shaken. Correct.
So the scrambling's gone.
Scrambling is gone. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Jill doesn't like to have his mind messed with. I mean, that's his bastion of reason, and he's going to full attack this thing that's like screwing with his brain.
So you're going to have a total of -6 to your attack rolls.
He doesn't care.
Okay.
His anger is way up there, so he's going to pew 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 pew.
Nat 1.
That was on damage.
You rolled a 0 on your.
I rolled a 3, and then the damage was 1.
Because the -6. Right.
Yeah.
All right. However, one of those does actually hit.
Cool. Okay, so 3 damage, and he's going to get a one of these things. Basic inhibitor. I'm slowing his speed by 10.
Okay. He gets a save against it, though, doesn't he?
I don't believe so.
Let's see here. So inhibitor -2 to its AC.
Yeah, I'm choosing the
Speed.
reduction.
Where is?
Oh wait. No, I'm sorry. That's only with boosters. Never mind. Okay, so he takes the -2 to his AC.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking my boost gives it +10 to it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so this thing is going to be a little easier to hit next time.
Okay, -1 there, and
right.
that's my turn.
Then it is these things' turn. All right. Since you guys are speeding up, they're going to have to actually land on the vehicle now. One is on the hood of the vehicle. Actually, 2 of them are on the hood of the vehicle now, Bone, and are starting to just slam into the where the engine thing is. Ooh, that's 9 reduced down to 4. 4 more damage.
Well, we can only take 1 more hit in our vehicle. You said at half it stops working?
No, at half it you get -2 to your checks with it. It's starting to break. Then the one on the roof is going to have to land. And Knickknacks is going to make an attack on you. One of those scything claws comes down. Nat 20. Shit.
I don't think it's possible for us to defeat this.
If we
That is 7. You take.
Well, it's been about 6 rounds, and we have yet to take 1 down.
Well, that's because we keep having thing after thing happen.
13
Right, but that's
points.
going to continue.
13 points of damage, Knickknacks, from this one. And then this one lands in the back with you, Dr. Zell, and it will attack.
Knickknack screams.
Yeah, you can hear her scream on top. That is, I think, a miss. An 11 doesn't hit your KAC?
Does not.
All right, so swings at you, but yeah. All right, Bone, what are you doing?
Well, now they're on the vehicle, so now we can't even outrun them. So, I don't know. Crash it into the snow? Try and kill them on the front?
Can't you shake them off?
The snow's not high enough. Like, they're on the hood. If you hit the snow, you'll have them go flying off, but everyone else will take damage because... yeah.
Hit the brakes.
But I mean, you're what are you doing? Like these things that landed on you. If that's what you think your character would do, then that's fine. We'll just.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't outrun them if they're on the vehicle, and I can't smush them if there's nothing to smush them into in the vehicle. So I either stop and start fighting, or I keep trying to drive and get them off somehow.
So interesting thing, there is nothing that prevents you from. You can maintain your speed and just keep the vehicle under control as your move action. Use your standard action normally. So, like, for instance, if you wanted to form a scattergun and shoot through the windshield at these things, you could do that. Or your longsword.
Like, right, but I can't attack through the windshield, can I?
Sure, why not? I'll give him the damage reduction or hardness for that first attack, but once you break that windshield, it's broken.
And they have direct access to you, though.
Right. Which is the same as stopping and fighting, really.
Well,
is our stopping the same rate as our acceleration? Like,
deceleration. Let's see here.
Because you guys are going to both drop before I get the like.
Not necessarily. I mean, Knick-Knack gets to go before they attack her again. If her gun's free, she can kill one of them.
And as a move action, she can draw a different weapon. She has other weapons on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could get that little pistol, right? Those don't provoke in melee.
No. The only thing that draws attacks of opportunity is using a range. Oh, I think using a range weapon. It does actually. Using a range weapon in melee.
Anything like bigger than a small arm provokes, or?
I think it's anything, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll try and attack one of them through the windshield then.
Okay, so what? You need a move action to control your vehicle.
Yeah.
Do you have you got plenty of your what do you call it? Nanite surges, right? You could do that as a free action.
Like change to my sword? Absolutely, yeah. Do I have a tracker on this character for that? No, I don't.
No, range attack, full stop, John. Doesn't make a difference for whether it's small arms or not.
I think I have 3.
Okay.
Is that right?
I think that sounds right. Because you had like 5 to start with, and you've only used. I think you've been pretty judicious with your use of it.
There we go. I'll just do that.
Okay.
Okay. And so you're saying they have 5 hardness protection on the first attack?
I'll actually only give them let's say 2 hardness, because it's the windshield you're attacking through. It's not like the bulkier parts of the vehicle.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Attack.
KAC. That is a hit. 11 points of damage, so reduce it by 2. Look at that. One of them, a bunch of the chitin of its body crumples in, and goo and blood, or whatever passes for its blood, spews out, and it kind of looks up, shaking those scythe-like claws at you. Knick-Knacks, what are you doing?
It's right in my face.
It's right in your face. Now, here's something that does not draw an attack of opportunity, and that would be something like using one of your healing vials. It's only moving away, casting spells, or making range attacks that draw attacks of opportunity in Starfinder.
Okay.
So could he do like a guarded step back?
He's prone right now in his position.
Yeah, she's like kneeling with her boot strapped into the thing. So, yeah, she'll pull out a vial of Mark 1. Oh, I only have 1 left. So here goes.
Okay. Come on. 5 hit points back. Okay.
And it's the red?
Yeah, it's a standard action. All right. Dr. Jill, what are you doing?
And she'll actually shout out, Priest, I don't know if you can do anything from down there, but right now would be a good time.
Okay. You're no longer afraid, Dr. Jill?
Okay. I would like to step back from this thing to get a little distance from it into the inside of the truck, and to just level my rifle out and try to shoot it twice.
Would you give us a reflex save, please, for that guarded step?
Sure.
Easy. Yep, no problem.
Yeah, I figure there's a bunch of stuff in there, but I've got no other choice.
Well, and the vehicle's moving back and forth as bones, attacking something on the front of the vehicle.
I'm gonna lift up a prayer to Hylax in my, lip service attempt to do atheist in a foxhole thing and just pow, 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 pow.
Go. One of those hits. Okay.
And, yeah. That's all I can do. And like,
are you injecting it with anything else, or is it already suffering the -2 AC?
it's got the -2 for another 5 rounds, so it's fine.
Okay. All right. So then it is these things' turn. So the one will go back of the thing to the front. One at the back is going to attack you, Dr. Jill, again. And
Lovely.
let's see. Oh, you guarded step back, which means it has the space. Dr. Jill, would you give us a will save, please?
This thing is making me exceedingly angry.
Okay. You can feel it's just connected with you once again, and you are just completely mind blanked. You were unable to take any actions next round. Then the one that is on top, Knickknacks, it is going to try and full attack you. Brings both of those claws up. Your KAC is a 14?
13.
13. Okay. So here we go. I need a
That's
14.
That's better, right? Like second edition, -1 is better than 0.
Exactly. So I actually need a 14 to hit you with either of these. One misses, and one hits. Tags you with 6 points of damage. Claws along. The one in the front of you, Bone, one of them is still stabbing its claws into the hood of the vehicle. One of those hits. 6 points of damage, meaning 1 more point on the truck. And the other one is going to try and attack you. What is your KAC, Bone?
I think it's 14. 16.
16 and 17 to hit you. Neither of those hits. It just, one comes in and you batter it aside with your longsword. The other one comes in and it hits, your nanite armor, skitters off the side. Your turn, Bone. What are you doing? You can feel the wind going through your air. Your face now is the windshield smashed out.
Yeah, exactly. I'll continue to maintain speed and attack the one that I've already attacked once.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, come on.
Oh, man.
11 hit last time, didn't it?
That's exactly the same roll. Damage and...
So you slash this thing, it severs its head, and it just slumps down, and you can hear as the truck rolls over this thing, its body spewing up the side. All right, then it is Knickknack's turn. What are you doing, Knickknacks? And this thing is really fucked up. Like it doesn't look like it's intact. It's got scorch marks, and that plasma blast of yours blew it open. So it's just like looking down at you with his one good segmented eye.
Yeah, and I think since she already had her hands off the, she's going to pull out her dagger thingy and
Survival knife?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
You can do it. We've got a astonishing fortune for you, just in case.
Come on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 points of damage.
I'm whittling it down.
Only
There's
2 left.
You did it.
Nice. What does it look like as you take this thing down and it slumps off the side of the truck?
I think she knows it's really badly wounded, and she just it's got one of its legs kind of clawed into the holding on, and she just severs that leg, and it's enough to it just falls off the side and.
Yep, and again, one of the back tires rolls over this thing, dead. Dr. Jill, what are you doing?
I have a question. I can't take any actions, but can I just, broadcast it kind of like...
No, that's an action.
Busy? No, just a busy
that's an
signal?
action. No, that's an action.
Okay.
So...
Just narratively speaking, his mind's like, please leave a message.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. This thing is going to now attack you once again. Dr. Joe, your KAC?
15.
15. Okay, so I need a 16 to hit you. Is that right?
No, I was just
15?
going to ask a question, but I answered it in my head. So.
Oh, okay. All right. This thing slides at you, and in spite of you being in a fugue state right now, your survival instincts seem to be kicking in because you're still keeping yourself away from being hit.
I think narratively speaking, like in the movie version, it's like his mind isn't there. He analyzes stuff and thinks, but he just dials into its attack and just steps to the side.
All right. Then it is the one in the front. And it is more interested in trashing this truck and getting you. I need a 16 to hit the truck with each of these. First one's a 17. Only does 5 points of damage, though. Does not get through. Second one is a 12. Scratches across the paint, but does not get through. Bone, what are you doing?
Well, working on the second one now.
Okay.
All right.
There's like sword stab marks through the windshield.
Through the windshield.
Let's trail.
Holy smokes. Here we go.
You're consistent with that 11.
Yeah, like screw roll 20. That is 3 8s in a row on damage. Stupid roll 20.
All right, so that is a solid hit on that thing. Knickknacks, what are you doing?
She's gonna turn to the front after she hears that thing squeal.
Okay.
And exocortex to track it, and then just.
I think to shift your position would be your move action. So you'll be able to get move and get the shot. It's just that you can't take a move action to also activate your exocortex.
Yeah, that's fine. So she's positioned towards the front.
Yeah.
And plasma rifle. Come on.
That's awesome. 13. That is only one. Is your second still on? Oh no, it's just
I rolled one.
One. Okay.
Jeff rolls all the 8s. I roll.
So you hit this thing, Bone, and it sort of moves back, and then you hear this, and there's this blast of plasma that like carves along the side of this thing, and then explodes a bunch of snow up that kind of gets behind your face with the windshield down.
Give it something else to look at.
Yeah. Then it is Dr. Jill. You get back, and this thing is just finished slashing at you. What are you doing?
Okay. Is it like in the doorway of the back of the thing?
It's moved in, so you're sort of. I'm not sure you've got much room more to move here.
Okay. Well, he doesn't say much. It's just antenna just twitch, mandibles go a little bit, and he raises up his gun, knowing he's going to provoke, and he just squeezes off 2 triggers at it.
So hold on, let's see here. I got a 16, so that is a hit.
Yep.
You take 5 points of damage. Then go ahead and make your attack.
Just squeezes off the attacks. He's
Okay.
He's divorced himself from reality right now.
Neither of those hits.
He's got a -2 AC for the next 3 rounds.
Neither of those hits.
Okay.
Okay. So, anything else you want to do?
I can't do anything else.
Okay. This thing's turn. It is going to. Yeah, I think it's going to try and hit you again. Actually, it's going to try and grab Gillinan. Let's see here. 17 plus 3. So it grabs hold of Zealandon, and you see its wings start beating as if it's going to pull back. Bone, what are you doing?
Oh, try and kill this one on the front.
Okay.
Clear it off.
Stabby.
Oh, nuts.
That is a miss.
You've got 1 point left.
You want me to do it?
Kind of need Knick-Knack to take this thing out when it tries to fly away.
Okay, I'll re-roll then. Here we go. I mean, that's a terrible attack roll. There we go.
Solid. Another one off the hood. Knickknacks, what are you doing?
I don't have a magnetic boots. She, over the comm, she's like, keep it steady. No veering off anywhere. And she's gonna detach her, like pull her boot out of the zip tie. Oh, I can't do that. I'm about freaking 60 kilometers an hour, and I'm gonna walk backwards on the top of this.
Give us a... Oh, I think that's an acrobatics check. That's not good?
I have like 2 hit points.
Or reflex save. I mean, a reflex save or acrobatics. I'll let you pick either.
Oh, let's do the reflex save.
Okay.
If I botch that, then, there's not really much. Hopefully I don't botch it.
You're
Nice.
able to make your way back. Where are you going to? So you can't actually see, like, you're able to get to the back of the vehicle, but, like, to try and get yourself down underneath, I think you're going to need to spend another move action to get down into the body of it.
I think she's just, now that she's at the back, she knows that thing's in there. She doesn't know what's going on, though. She doesn't know it's going to try and pull out.
Yeah. So it's going to ready in action?
Yeah. She'll just push it out the back or something. And
Okay. Dr. Jill, what are you doing?
Push it out the back. That was not what is he intending to do at all.
What's he doing?
Well, he reaches down for one of his grenades,
Okay.
the sticky grenade, and he throws a sticky grenade at the monster.
Okay.
He's
So
going to run off with one of his friends.
it gets an attack of opportunity on you again.
Well, it's got the thing grabbed, so
That
I don't
misses.
know.
So it does have lots of pointy bits. So it misses attack of opportunity. That is a hit. So reflex save for DC 13. So you're going to need to make that save as well. So is Zelanon. So Zelanon rolled a 16. He made the save. You made the save. You're not stuck. This thing has... I'll roll the save in chat. He has +3. Because that'll be more interesting. Here we go. Whoops. Roll 20 plus 3. Here we go. So I need a 13.
oh,
You know. So apparently it was a dud. That's what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
I think it's poorly placed. It's, fills the thing. All right.
Nobody.
Now, Dr. Jill, do you have any... You've got your two-handed rifle in your hand, right?
No, I took a hand off of that to grab my grenade and toss it.
So you could do an unarmed attack against this thing as an attack of opportunity because it is withdrawing with him. With
Okay. Just make a normal attack.
yeah. So what if you've got a what's your strength bonus?
0.
What's your BAB? +1.
1, yes.
+1. So 1d20 +1. Come on. There you go. Nice. And what is it? Is it 1 point of damage from unarmed?
I have no idea.
I think it's 1 point plus your strength.
Oh, so it's 1 point.
Leave him alone.
He's coming out.
Okay, so that is... Oh, no, 1d3. 1d3.
Okay.
Oh, 1d3.
I might get a 3 and do more damage than a dagger.
Archaic, though. So if he had, like, high-tech armor on, I think there's some kind of penalty to it.
Whoa!
Look at that!
I punch it in a vulnerable spot.
Yeah. Nicely done. All
Right in the
right.
bug jimmies.
I mean, if anyone would know, it's
Yeah,
Dr.
where
Jill.
they are.
Yeah.
It's like it's between the second and third set of wings. Just
All right. Then this thing is pulling. I was going to yank back. I'm like another attack here. Let's see here. Nat 1. It's not going anywhere. It staggers back and it gets caught in that entangling grenade. Its wings are furiously beating, and Zelanan sort of looks at you, and you can hear in your mind, Jill, this is not optimal. Boom, what are you doing?
Well, now that those two are off the windshield, I think his instinct would be to begin accelerating again.
Give us a piloting check.
I'll get my reflex ready.
Oh, yeah. 20. All right. So you'll be going by 40. So you're 100 feet per round now.
Nice.
Speeding up. Knickknacks, just a reflex save DC 10.
I think, it's like a wobble, pull crap, and maybe a reach down and grab onto something like on the truck.
Okay. And then, Knickknacks, what are you doing? You had a ready to action, but nothing appeared.
I wanted to do like grab onto the back and jump and swing in, but that looks really chaotic, and I only have like 2 hit points, so that's probably a bad idea. I think she'll ask, "What's going on? Where is it?" And she's like, "I'm out the back."
So chat is I believe, a free action. What you could do is delay. You could put your turn after, say, Dr. Jill or the creatures if you want.
Yeah, I think she'll delay and ask what the hell's going on. Where did it go?
Sure. So when do you want to delay to? After Dr. Jill, after the swarm creature?
I don't see anybody in the turn order, so I'm wondering where they are.
It's because we switched maps.
Oh, you switched maps. Yeah. Hold on. You're on a 19. Next is Dr. Jill. Then it's the creature.
Okay, I'll wait till after the creature.
After the creature. Okay, so I'll put you down there. All right, so then Dr. Jill, what are you doing? This thing is backed away from you. So it's... You're not going to take attack of opportunity by making a ranged attack. And it is entangled for 2 more rounds.
Gotcha. So he'll just, freehand back on his rifle and try to shoot it right for its eye sockets.
Okay.
Or its multifaceted eyes. Just 2 shots.
2 shots. Okay, here we go. Come on. One of those hits. One of those, does it ever hit? Holy smokes. Look at this.
And then you say, what's going on? I'm killing the monster.
And it does exactly as you said. Lodges right in that eye socket. It's little limbs on the top there with the shooting barbs on it is flailing around. All right, now it's on its turn. It's entangled, and it doesn't want to spend its time trying to free, so it's going to shoot at you.
Oh, now it's shooting back.
Oh, wait a minute. It's already used its daze, and it can't use it again on you for it's used all of its psychic abilities for the day. So
I would rather get hit than get a psychic ability again.
Okay,
Yes.
so it shoots at you. I need what's your KAC again?
15.
15? Okay, so I need a 14 to hit you. Here we go. 5 and 11.
Okay.
Very close. Does not hit you. Knickknacks, what are you doing?
I think she's going to lay down. Nothing's coming out. She's going to lay down on the top of the truck.
Yep.
And all she's got is her long arm and her survival knife. So, I don't know, lay down and pull out her survival knife and see if she can look over the back end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are leaning over the back end with your survival knife in one hand and that plasma sniper rifle in the other. All right. You cannot see anything yet, but I think what you could do, why don't you give us a perception check? See if we can hear over the sound of the wind and the, accelerating. I think what you can hear is a little bit of humming, like the sound of like beating wings. That's really it. Okay. Bone, what are you doing?
Accelerate.
Yeah, in his mind, there's still, when we originally saw this was 4 of them that broke off from a larger swarm, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Yeah, they could send more. We got to get out of here.
Okay.
Plus, we are trying to get back home before the evacuation is too late. So, no acceleration this round.
Okay. You accelerate by 20.
Right, just by 20.
Yeah,
okay.
you're not going to get the extra juice out of it. So that means
I think
you're
he's fighting the damage a little bit because it's right on the edge of.
Yeah. There's a little bit of
Damage.
steam coming out of one of those holes in the front, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
don't you blow. Dr. Zill, what are you doing?
His mandibles click, and he's like, sending you back to hell, and he fires off 2 more shots at it.
Okay. Pew, pew. Yes. And no on that
21
second
point of
one.
damage. And then his thing goes click, click, click. Crap, I gotta reload.
Oh, no.
This stupid thing's gonna get away with
This
one
thing
hit point.
is...
It's not gonna get away. He's got his knife. He can stab it as it provokes past him.
Go. So I do hit with 1. You take... It's less damage on this thing. I need a fortitude save from you, please.
Oh, he's trying to poison
3
me.
points of damage and a fortitude save. Yes, success. Okay, so you do take 3 points of damage, but the barb fortunately does not. The venom doesn't affect you. Nick
I
Nash,
think
what
I
are you
am
doing?
good at his fortitude saves.
So you can hear humming.
You can hear humming. Yeah, you've heard these before. When that big, it's the exact same sound you heard echoing off the walls of the temple. When that big thing, and then when you face them on the bridge.
Like, swing wildly into the back of the thing.
Okay, I don't think you're going to have reach to hit with that.
Then she will wait or delay. Not delay. She's going to hold an attack if something comes out.
Comes out in range. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it is Bones' turn. What are you doing?
Accelerate.
Here we go. Your nanites weren't active in helping you drive, were they?
No, they don't help drive.
Okay.
Piloting's not an option.
140 now. Whoa. Dr. Zill, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, you first. What are you doing?
He starts talking out loud as he reaches down and starts reloading his gun. Is like, I didn't come all this way from bug medical school to get killed by a bug. And he just raises his gun and tries to shoot it one more time.
Okay. Who's racist now? Jeez. This thing hits just in time for the what do you call it? The entangling grenade to release it, so its body just spirals out. And Nick Nax, what you see is a broken bug with a bunch of needles sticking out of it, fly out of the back, and then tumble into the snow-filled highway. And you guys continue accelerating along.
Zill finally killed something all by himself.
Nice. And he didn't take damage.
I took damage.
You took some hit point damage, yeah. All right. So then, guys, we'll take our belated mid-session break now. You guys do get a point of astonishing fortune. It's 9:30. And then we'll take our break, come back, and we will see what happens next. So, well
I can't believe
guys.
we escaped that.
I know.
Go. All right. So let me zoom you in and back momentarily.
I cannot believe we made it out of that.
Me neither.
You ruined the windshield.
Yeah, the vehicle is in bad shape. If one of those stupid whiteouts come, we're in trouble. Or
Yeah,
whatever they're called, those white squalls, or I don't know. Ay.
Can't believe I got.
Well, I forget without like Druda here or
George's character.
yeah, what's his name again?
Brisbane.
Brisbane. Then like they're the other DPS. Like you guys are not really.
Well, I can. It's just things keep grabbing me and preventing me from doing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a decent attack roll. I mean, it's a +4. Shouldn't be higher, but yeah, I don't hit very hard.
No.
1 damage.
I'm almost wondering if Knickknack should be the one piloting.
Yeah, if one of you guys should be piloting the vehicle instead of Bone.
Well,
I mean, I don't have a ranged weapon though. Like I'm not necessarily that great of a shooter. So
Well, as soon as we get you like some shoulder-mounted heavy artillery, you'll be fine.
part of it is because they came up on us before we were moving.
Yeah.
yeah, she has a 6 in piloting and a 10 in engineering. So
Oh, you do?
yeah,
Oh yeah, you're as good of a pilot as I am.
All
She's
right.
also one with a really long-range gun. So.
Yeah, you're the one with the sniper rifle.
right. But she's only got a +2 to hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a mechanic. She's not a fighting class. She just happens to be carrying a long gun.
What's your dexterity?
Big Max.
Nick Nash,
Sorry?
what's your dexterity?
My what?
Dexterity.
I got 13, so she's a +1.
+1. So +1. Oh yeah, so it is. It's your BAB, so +1. All right. So as you guys we're picturing back on the highway, rolling along on this, wild empty stretch, the snow rushing along. Knickknacks with this last one tumbling out. You sort of, catch your breath on top of here. I'm picturing that you've got your suit sealed, as does Bone. And now that the back's open, probably Dr. Zill does as well, because it is pretty freaking cold.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can we find some like space duct tape?
Oh yeah, Nick
Yep.
has it.
Can you space duct tape up the windshield a little bit, Nick Nash?
I think I jogged it too hard.
I can just check it over, make sure it's not too badly damaged, to make sure we get all the way back.
How about before the mechanic goes fixing stuff, I fix the mechanic?
There's that too. I'm also like really badly wounded.
Yeah, that's what field dressing is for.
Okay.
So you get 3 hit points back.
We stop and you do a field dressing on me?
Well, we can do it while we're going. I just pull you inside.
I'm up top.
Yeah. Get in here.
So give us
Okay.
an athletics check there, Knickknacks.
She's like, why don't we just slow down and I can climb in? She's only got 2 hit points. She's not like doing any heroics right now. I'm not climbing down. I'm. You stop the vehicle and I'll climb.
I'm picturing
You stop the
this thing's
vehicle and I'll
hurtling
climb down.
along, ever accelerating too. Knickknacks is like, no, I'm not coming down. No, we slow down.
Okay. Bones, would you slow down until Knick-Knack feels safe to crawl inside?
Sure.
You can see there's that cloud on the horizon to the north. But you slow down. Knickknacks, you're able to safely call, no check needed, climb down.
Let's speed back up.
Like, wounded a whole bunch of different spots.
Yeah. And now that you see her, Knickknacks, like, or Dr. Zill, like, she is pretty messed up. There's some pretty vicious gouges on her.
Gotcha. So I'll do a field dressing, which is just 3 for her.
Okay.
And then I will give her my cyber medicine boost, which increases her next healing by half again.
Okay.
And then I will give her one of my potions, or the
Oh,
potions.
nice.
So
What
she
is
gets
it?
2 healing?
What is these? The stem, I think. Is it so volunteer?
Yeah, 3 for healing or is that stamina?
It's for hit points.
+3.
Okay. So what's your key abilities? A +3 or +4?
Key ability is a intelligence, which is 3.
Plus, okay, so then you got to read the ability, right? It's either 50% of what you heal or 3, whichever one's lower.
No. I'm giving her something else after this one.
Okay.
So
Give us so it's 1d3. What is it? 1d8. What's your the healing vial you're using, Dr. Zoe?
yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay.
Forgot what it was.
Sure.
Oh, so she gets
For
3 more hit
fuck's
points.
sake.
You guys want
No,
to take 10
yeah, 3
minutes
hit
to
points.
rest?
So you've healed 6 hit points in total, and you guys you'll have the time to spend a resolve point if you want to also recover all your stamina.
I would like to do that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do something. And then...
The cloud of swarm creatures in the north does not appear to be getting any closer as you guys
Okay.
are waiting.
Do you want me to check the vehicle?
Now you should, yes.
Yeah.
If you can do it from inside, because then you got to climb out.
Well, you can put some tape over at least the holes, some of the holes I put in the windshield to keep it warmer in there.
It's bum. The creatures, they destroyed the windshield. I don't know.
There's like clear longsword holes in the windshield.
Like little slits with goo all over them.
Totally the size, man. It was the size.
All right, so you'll check the vehicle over and repair the windshield with the tape.
Okay. Why don't you
So
give us
I will
an
put my-
engineering check? So
There was
see
at
if we
least
can
4 dashes
Tom
with the
Green
tape.
this thing.
There was at least 4 dashes that I have to cover up, so we'll call it 2 feet of tape,
Okay.
3 feet of tape, 3 feet of tape.
Okay. Oh, are you keeping track of how much you've got left?
Yeah, we have 47
Nice.
feet of tape. I love this tape.
Yeah,
we gotta
that's
start
amazing.
taping everything.
So she'll put the tape over the windshield, zap, 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 zap. There's like these like super hardened spots that are blind spots, but hey, there's no air coming in.
Okay.
And then engineering check to check the vehicle. Just run a quick diagnostics and make sure everything is working okay.
Oh, nice roll.
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to restore any hit points in the length of time. I mean, assuming you're not going to be staying for like an hour or more.
No, I just want to make sure that it's not going to like conk out on us while we're going.
Nope, everything seems to be it's not broken. So
Okay,
yeah,
Okay, so it's mostly just structural damage. They didn't get to anything dinged.
exactly.
And I'll make sure we check the tires. So that's important.
Yep. And as far as you can
wow.
tell, everything's fine.
She'll
We,
go walk around like from one corner every way around. Because remember in Police Quest, if you didn't do that, your car would get a flat.
Hey, since,
John, go ahead.
since we did a short rest, I can give Nick Nack another field dressing,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and then I will give myself one as well. So that taps out my 3 for the day.
Okay.
So another 3 hit points to you, Nick Nack.
Okay. And she's going to go back into the... Before she goes up on top, she's like, you know what? Fuck this. I need some other weapons. I'm only carrying the sniper rifle and my stupid little dagger.
Wasn't because the sniper rifle's so heavy?
It is.
Yeah.
So and she wanted to be able to move earlier, so she's down to a 4 out of 5 encumbrance.
Okay.
But I'll just take the backpack and leave it inside, and some of the other stuff. Yeah. So she's gonna take the pistol.
I could possibly carry some of your stuff for you, like your normal equipment.
Well, no, it's just that she was carrying a backpack and a tent and 2 rifles and a pistol. So I unloaded a bunch of stuff last time when we went into the temple.
Yep.
So I'll leave her backpack inside with the tent, and then I'm just going to take that
Okay.
pistol.
Did you restore the extra 3 points that Dr. Joe gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went from 8 to 11.
Did you? Okay. Okay, good. All right. So you got yourself back on top again, and you guys are firing up the vehicle. Now, are you arming Private Susaro?
No.
Well, how's he taking it as far as getting grabbed by the bug and us saving him? And
Well, he wasn't grabbed by the bug. It was Zelanan who was
oh,
grabbed by
the
the
priest. Okay,
Yeah. Although that may be concerning to you, that it specifically targeted him.
Yeah, I'm glad I saved him even more now.
He's not doing great. Like he's really twitchy and really agitated.
Yeah, he's definitely not getting a weapon. In fact, if I could, put him to sleep, I would.
Okay. Now suddenly sedation looks a lot better. All right.
Well, he is in a vehicle with a whole bunch of guns laying around, so I'm watching him.
Okay. It will take you. Let's see here.
Could I do like some kind of medicine check just to calm him down?
Not without applying something. Oh, Dave's out of Zoom. Hold on. Let's let him back in. Oh, does he need the link again? Here you go.
Wonder if I can chemolize something.
If you can think, I'm happy to. You're. What do you call it?
Could I narratively modify one of my inhibitors to?
Yeah.
Calm
Give
him
us
down?
give us a what do you call it? A medicine check, please.
Okay, medicine. I can do
We'll
that.
do that in lieu of your. Fucking awesome. Okay, so what do you? I think it is something that is gonna really stabilize his mood.
Yeah, I basically take the one of the inhibitors, open it and just plug it in my little micro lab, and just program it to instead of -2 AC, he alters it so it just slows down his metabolism system and just puts his body in a state of.
Yeah, it's an anti-anxiety medication, effectively.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's like, this will help you rest.
All right, so he.
Do I have your consent to inject it? Okay.
You know what?
Doesn't matter. Click.
Why don't I say it's a combination of an anti-anxiety thing, and it's also a bit of a psychic inhibitor. So what you've done is to sort of reduce his. The net effect would be, doesn't one of your abilities give you a bonus to willpower or a bonus to saves?
Saving throws. It boosts my will. Yes.
Yeah. So actually, that's what you've done is you've sort of strengthened his will. So he's like, "Thank you." After a half hour after it really fully takes effect.
It's bug juice, kid. Don't take it.
Hey, quiet you.
Just kidding. You can trust the doctor.
All right, so he does. If you want to arm him, he does seem like he's more himself again, with thanks to your medication.
I ask for consensus. Bone, knickknacks.
Yeah. I mean, sure. I think it makes sense to have him.
You can hold that laser rifle if you want. Don't point it at us. In our private channel, Zill says to Bone, it was kind of bug juice, but keep that to yourself.
Okay. And I'm sorry, are you arming him or not?
Yeah, we'll let him hold on the laser rifle that's floating back around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he sit up front with Bone in the?
That's
I mean, he has. If you could just give him back his pistol. Mm-hmm. He's going to ask him with laser pistol.
Yeah, give him back the gun he's used to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And let him sit in the front with me. Sure.
Yeah, because
All
he
right.
could just longsword him if necessary.
It is another 3 hours of travel when you can hear that on that kind of open. Well, actually, it's on the comm channel that you guys had arranged with Commander Najiri for Midnight Squad. It kind of crackles through, and you can all hear Midnight Squad. Midnight Squad, do you read me?
We read you.
This is, where's Commander Najiri? There we go. That's a reminder. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the dark, whatever, what do you call it? The dark display feature. It really makes the handouts look pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, this is perfect for Starfinder.
Yeah, totally.
The same.
Medicine, yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's everything I run. So she says, yes. Voss, is that you?
It is.
Evacuation ended last night, Voss, when Command had to call back air support from over Rios. Are you getting to the evacuation zone? Your signal is very weak, but...
Can I estimate our distance to the...
At the pace you're making, maybe another hour and a half?
Yeah. We're about an hour out.
Voss, Voss, can you hear me?
We have the priest.
Voss, I'm not reading you. I heard you momentarily. Midnight Squad, your signal's weak, but if you're hearing this, get to the spaceport and find some way off Suskalon. There's a massive swarm army to the south that is making its way towards you, and the only way that you'll be able to outrun it is in a starship. Save whoever you can and get out of there and rendezvous on Ultraneus. Midnight Squad, and it's back to static again. You guys can all hear that as well. If any of you tries to raise them again, there's no success. Which of you do you think you would try again? Which of you would be stubborn enough to keep trying?
This is the one I attached a cybernetic leg for, right?
Sorry, John, I didn't catch it.
This is the commander I attached the leg for, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Well, he's very curious on how it's holding up, several days afterwards. So he's going to keep trying after, maybe for another 30 minutes.
Okay. So Nick Naxon and Dr. Jill, you try that. I mean, how long were you guys to let Dr. Zill keep trying?
Oh, I'm outside. Never mind.
I mean, you guys are all in the comms anyway. You're comms with each other.
I'll be at top.
Take us to spaceport. I'll keep trying to raise him.
Okay. So after about half an hour, Dr. Jill, with no success, you finally give up.
You hear him sigh, and he pulls up his like medical, assessment unknown. We'll have to see when we land at Vescalon.
Okay.
Just writing his little log.
So for the rest of you guys, Dr. Jill seems to be focused on that leg. What are knickknacks and Bone? What's going through your minds? It's like when you're on the highway, especially as it's getting darker. There's just nothing to. This is a fairly straight highway, so it's not really requiring a lot of your attention, which gives you an opportunity for your mind to drift.
Do we have any caffeine or any equivalent stuff like that? That's probably what I'd be thinking about.
Yeah.
A chocolate bar, those kind of equivalent of things you would take on the road if you're doing a long drive. Trying to stay alert with this tape in my face and a nervous kid beside me, and now this other thoughts. It's like maybe he's even got a pile of wrappers around him if they did have some.
You guys did recover
rations,
those. You recovered those rations from before.
Yeah. He's been eating the chocolate bars out of them or something,
Okay.
Opening more new MRE packs and just taking the chocolate bars out.
Okay. What about you, Knickknacks?
Knickknacks is up on top of the truck, and she's sitting there going, "What am I doing? I'm a mechanic. I'm not a soldier. I'm not a sniper. I can use this damn thing, but I'm not as good at it as they think I am. Maybe I should be inside, piloting or working on the computers or something. That's what I'm good at. Why am I out here?"
Yeah.
I think she got a little too close to dying and falling off the speeding truck that she's questioning what she's doing.
Okay. And because you're in touch with everyone, but it is, being outside of the vehicle, especially as it's getting darker and you can't even see the with the overcast skies, there's not going to be a lot of light, so you're only seeing the headlights ahead of you as you're driving up. Dr. Zill, I see you've entered something in your log. What's going through Dr. Zill's mind?
Oh, he just mind keeps wrapping around it. And if you want to read that out loud, I could. But
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so he's typing at his little micro lab where he keeps his notes, and occasionally just telepathically projecting this just unconsciously, and says, "From the personal log, this one punched a scyther right in the thorax aerovac roll today. This one believes its sufficiently powerful cybernetic arm will maximize this combat method. Assessment of cybernetic limb attachment would support theory." ... Okay.
All right. So as the the private and Zelanon aren't really chatty. They seem to be in their own thoughts as they're rolling up towards Rios City. And the thing you find, Bone, that's a little unnerving about it is that there are no lights. Normally, if you have driven this route before, maybe in your, way back in your amateur days or maybe your college days of playing ball, sometimes you're rolled into town at night, and like the thing is you're coming into town because that's when those lights appear, right on the horizon, and as you're rolling across, because otherwise it's just blackness in either direction. Well, there's nothing that you can see as you're rolling up towards Rios City, which is maybe for the best, because anyone who has any kind of dark vision, you can see black smoke rising into the sky. Like, you have dark vision on your armor, right? No?
Yeah, I would have it turned on as the lights go down. Or the sun goes
so
down. Huge
columns of black smoke rise into the sky, and there is the smell of burning Fasteron-based fuel. Fasteron is, of course, the fuel that drove all pre-drift engines. Dozens of destroyed ships lay scattered across the outskirts of the city. And as you approach, you can find that the road, the northern outskirts of Rios City, is just choked with abandoned vehicles. So, like, you do a great job of getting yourself as far in as you can, Bone, but, like, the amount of, like, wiggling around or pushing past vehicles, like, you're beginning to think that you may be faster just moving on foot.
Okay, I'll slowly bring it to a stop then and let everyone know.
Okay.
Looks like we're on foot from here, guys.
And you can picture, you've probably tried, like, once or twice, you've tried to go, like you hit one place where it's choked, you go to a side street and you find it's got another fucking vehicle stopped in it, you push past that one to find another one is, so it's not like you didn't try your very best to find a way of getting through here. It's just, it's a city where everyone, jumped out of their vehicles, drove as fast, did exactly what you were trying to do, and then left their vehicles behind.
Right.
So you collect up your people. It'll take you probably about an hour to reach on foot from here to the spaceport.
Ooh, what if we're weighed down by all of our gear?
Depends how much gear you want to bring.
What are you trying to carry?
Well, there's this powerful gun in the loot list. I
say we leave it.
The bombard shell gun.
Yep. It's not going to do us any good.
It's also a artillery laser.
Also useless.
Let's just get rolling, Dr. Shell.
Zelanan's not really much for helping, but Private Susaro has a strength of 10.
We could give him just a big gun.
Private Susaro has, what is he? Got a laser pistol?
Yeah, just a little laser pistol. Just give him one of the big guns.
We've got a laser rifle.
We'll give him a tactical. He can take one of the tactical semi-automatics.
Okay.
I was just going to put it on my character sheet, but I was like, Or does he have, how many shots?
He's got an azimuth laser pistol, and he's still got plenty of shots left with it. He's got extra battery. He's got a tactical knife.
So Knickknacks grabs her backpack with her tent and stuff like that, and she hands it to the private and say, "Here, strap this on."
Will do, ma'am. Puts it on.
And does the priest need something to protect himself? Even a stun baton or something?
Zelanon has no offensive weaponry.
And he uses storm hammer.
He has a strength of 10, so not terribly effectively. He's also a mystic, so no.
Laser rifle?
That's a long arms. I don't think so. They're limited. If you give him a tac pistol, if you offer him weaponry, he says he doesn't need it.
Okay.
She'll hand him a tactical baton and say, "Hey, if it's words comes to words, you got to smack something with this. Just hit it."
Okay, he nods. I think.
Okay. So we're gonna leave.
I'm gonna carry the laser rifle then. Just shove it in my backpack so we don't leave it.
Yeah, well, you can throw it over your.
Yeah.
I don't think you can put it in your backpack per se, but you can like sling it over your shoulder.
Yeah, something like that, so it's just not in the way.
Okay, so you put that on your character sheet. I'll take it off the thing, and we're gonna leave the storm hammer. Or do you want to carry any of this? Bone?
Let's see.
I mean, I can carry it if no one's ever going to use it. I mean, I'm as likely to go into an apartment building and grab some nice shit as to carry a useless weapon.
Yeah.
Stop at the first liquor store we go by and take a case of whiskey instead of a stupid weapon no one wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to use that hammer, so yeah, pass on that.
Okay.
Those hypo pens, did anybody take those?
No.
Does the kid and the priest have cold weather clothing? Because if not, we have some.
They both have the essentially like station armor, so they'll be able to seal themselves up and get the benefit of that.
Would the lesser remove condition, those like that hypo pen that John just talked about, would that help with this kid, or?
He seems to be stabilized well with the use of Dr. Jill's medication right now.
Okay, so then, do you want to just take those, John?
Yeah, I got them on there now.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave behind the rest of this stuff, like the flight suits and everything else that's sitting in the back of the truck, or the armor.
Yeah.
We're not carrying 3 suits of armor and.
No.
Okay. Nick Nax is going to grab the identification tags for all the fallen soldiers that we brought.
Okay.
Because we're not going to carry them.
Does that symbol Yomadai have any kind of engrave on it or a name?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
It does look like it's not a prefab thing, though. Like as a religious symbol, it was. It's something that would have been made, made by, not by hand necessarily, but like not by the sort of like mass-produced method.
Okay. If somebody belonged to, I could just, who knows if we could return it in this big universe, but, always an option.
Well, I mean, it does seem that everyone is, who can evacuate, is going to Utraneus. And hopefully, Voss, like you're looking up, you're hopefully like your parents are there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll carry the Iomadai holy symbol, just in case. We might run across a priest or something that lost theirs and they could use it.
Well, you also have, you've got the dog tags of the dead sergeant. So, like, she was the one who was wearing it. If you keep track of which of the soldiers had it on them, that may be a way of getting it back to whoever her family is.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm basically going to delete everything in the party loot that we're not taking, because...
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
We're leaving it all behind. It's all staying in the truck, and we're heading out.
Okay.
Yeah, and the truck is gonna go bye-bye, so.
Okay. You spare one last look at the old girl?
Yeah. She kept us alive.
Okay. Tell me how you guys are planning on making your way through this empty city, or at least seemingly empty city.
We fully charged up our suits before we got off the vehicle, right?
I don't think you have a charger. I think that Nick Nax could probably jury rig something with. Do
you want to charge our suits, or do you just want to try and find a ship?
If you can find a ship at the spaceport, yeah, there'll be ships that are equipped with that kind of standard charging thing. It's just vehicles aren't necessarily set up that way.
Do we have about 2 hours of juice left to make it through the...
You guys charged it today, so like when you guys set out, before you set out from the from Linmari. So you guys have, I think, only used maybe 12 hours. You should.
Okay, we should be good then.
Yeah, lots of time left.
Okay. Yeah. Are we stealthy? I don't think we're stealthy. I'm not stealthy.
a bunch of us aren't. Is this the city? Like, are we back in? No, this isn't the city where I played football. This is
No, that was the capital.
That's the one that's destroyed already, right?
Bernoa.
Yeah. So we don't know the city well. So probably we're like, or unless anyone else knows the city well, Bone would be like following the signs, the street signs of like, you know, spaceport this way kind of thing.
Well, yeah, we know where the spaceport is, probably from. Like it'd be the tallest structure, right?
I guess we could take the most direct route.
Or pull up a map of the area. I'm sure we all have one.
Hack into the nearest place and pull up a map.
Like the local infosphere is likely going to be affected by that same thing, but I think you guys had already said before that you were downloading some of the pertinent maps beforehand. Mm-hmm. So you've got a map of here. I think with the power down here, there will be, or sporadic at least in the city, it may be difficult to see some of the signs because it likely relies on, like with the holo displays and whatnot. But with the maps and like augmented reality, I think you guys would very easily be able to navigate. You're not going to get lost in the city.
Okay.
Right. I didn't mean that we'd get lost, but it was just like how odd of a route would we be able to take if we don't know the city well? We're going to be taking like the basic route that like you know, like the touristy route is what I'm getting at. Like,
well, Sharon's mandibles click as he thinks, and he's like, we should definitely avoid soft permeable surfaces so the ground things don't get us. So paved areas with some cover so the flying things don't see us. Mm-hmm. If there's places that are smelly with thick things to block scent, maybe the hounds won't smell us. Maybe keep those in mind.
Okay. So teleport, basically, is what you want to
No.
There is a challenge with the snow on the ground, so even the hard surfaces are going to potentially leave it. But I mean, it does seem like this has been a very busy, area. So, what are you thinking, guys? You're not going to. You're just. Am I hearing that it is going to be a less direct route to get to the spaceport that's going to try and take advantage of air cover?
I think so, yes. Yeah.
Think so? Okay. So then why don't you guys, let's see here. Bone and Dr. Jill are both from here. So why don't you guys give us, and we'll take the better of whichever roll you make.
I thought you said this wasn't where I was from.
It's not where you're from, but you're from the planet, though.
Oh, I'm from the planet. Right,
Yeah.
I've probably been in the city a few times.
We'll leave it up to the dice to tell us whether you've been here or not. Why don't you guys give us a...
Well, the big red dot is like the city I'm from, and this little square is where we're at?
No, Brno is like way far to the east of here.
Oh, okay.
Across that river. Remember, you guys crossed that, you got to that bridge.
Oh, like way off that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
Riyadh
is the
City's
zoom in of just the... Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. It's a smaller coastal city here. Why don't Dr. Jill and Bone each give us a culture check, please?
Sure. Oh, -1. Excellent.
Dr. Jill. So exactly as it turns out, like you had a route in mind when you were talking about that. You may have lived here for a time, but you spent the time driving down here planning out this route. But you've got a terrific route that does exactly what you wanted. The city seems to be in that sort of like part panicked, part like part looted thing. But the one thing that is clear as you're making your way across here, there's no stragglers. Like whatever the, or at least none that are making themselves available, evident to you. And I think I've got. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, give me 2 seconds here, guys, because this looks pretty freaking cool. It's not your hover transport. I don't need that.
So Knickknacks goes up next to Bone.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm not so sure I'm a sniper. She's having like a little existential crisis. She's like, I can shoot this gun maybe better than somebody else in the group, but that doesn't necessarily make me a sniper.
I get that. I'm not a soldier.
And I'm not a tank.
Okay. Just saying.
We don't put any expectation on you other than doing the best you can.
All right. I'm doing that. Just, I don't feel like I did much up on top of that truck against those 4 flying things.
You kidding? You killed one all by yourself. I mean, I expect Bone to kill 2 of them, but we each got one.
We're alive. We're here.
Yeah, I
Let's
guess.
focus on finding a ship. What's
Okay.
done is done.
New focus. Looking for a ship and turning the. I got the night vision on, so I'll keep an eye on the perimeter.
Now, this is where I do expect you to be the expert. We need a ship that can fly.
Okay. That I can do.
Okay. Bone, there's sort of a sporadic connectivity with the in the local infosphere. And as you guys are, you're walking along for about maybe 40 minutes through this kind of atmosphere, through this sort of abandoned city, snow covered everywhere. One thing that isn't evident here yet is that oh, nice.
She's like, Zill made a point. Yeah, we each kill one. She's like, yeah, good. And she like pulled her gun.
Okay.
Zill feels included. He kind of does a kind of like contented hum telepathically.
You know I'm telepathic, right?
Yes, but he's 8 years old and doesn't have full control over his telepathic abilities. So,
Mike. She's just like, okay, Zill's humming again. All right, here we go.
Okay. So what you guys see is, again, like there is no sign of life as you're making your way along. Neither Suskalon inhabitant nor swarm. There's maybe a point where you hear some strange flying, thing, like a furred flying animal of some kind of like a combination of like a pigeon and a bat, maybe. Kind of sits, and they all scatter off. The sudden disappearance of all the living things has made some of the vermin here a little bolder. And as you're going along, Bone, you see that for a very brief moment, you get access to your, effectively, like your email. And there is a recently delivered, like within the last 10 minutes, message.
Oh, I immediately would check that.
Okay. It's a video message, which is not unusual.
Play it.
Okay.
is it like out loud?
It'll display for Bone.
Will we hear it though? Because if it makes noise, Zill is going to jump. Because
Well, no, it'll be in his headset. Like it wouldn't.
Yeah, like
okay.
it's-
Yeah,
why
that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
So it's only in his headset. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What you see come up is a face that looks a little familiar. Yes. And this woman is sitting in a cockpit of some kind. And you can see that, like, the display from her, and you can see that, like, there's just out of range. There's the darkened sky that is moving behind. And she says, "Oh, hi, Bone. I don't know if you're going to get this or not, but unfortunately, my ship only really has room for one. And well, I can actually, if in a pinch, I can fit 3. But with me, myself, and I already spoken for, there isn't any room, even for a ball player as good as you. But if you do get this, and you manage to make it to the spaceport, go and look in Private Hangar 7. I think you'll find something in there that should get you off planet. If you don't get this, well, you always were a good ball player."
Is there anything I can roll, like sense motive, or
Is
to
this-
see if I think that she's being legit? I mean, I know she's like.
What's your perception?
My perception is 5.
5.
This is a sense motive too.
Okay, and then you can also you can also give us a I think a culture check again.
Like, I know she's throwing jabs, but she might also like not necessarily want us to die on the planet.
Yeah. Okay, so for one, you've seen this kind of stuff before, in the sense of like you're a pretty famous ball player, and people sometimes just support. You know, they like doing nice things for famous people.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
Stuff, and you still can't quite place it, but you for sure have seen her. You've seen her face around the stadium before. You just can't quite place. I mean, you could spend a astonishing fortune and re-roll if you like. You guys would have gotten another one at 10 o'clock.
No, I like that. I like that it's like on the tip of his brain, but he doesn't quite remember. I think there's probably a lot of people around the stadium, and so it is hard to remember everybody.
Yeah.
Especially from other races, you know, like.
Totally. And you're just trying to remember the context of what you saw her in, too. You know, like, was she a vendor? Was she someone's friend? Was she a
girlfriend?
Someone's wife? Like, who knows?
Did she run a booth? I can't remember.
Yeah. Just can't quite. You're sure you've seen her before.
DJ? Though. She played the music? No. So, with that, you guys, I guess, like, do you share that with anybody else? I would come forward to definitely and let them know. I got a message. Not very happy with the source, but remember that girl? One who tried to rob us?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. She says to check private hangar number 7. Might be a ship there of use to us. At least it's a place to start.
Well, we have no better place to start.
Think she's actually trying to help us?
Well, my brain says no, but my gut says there's a chance. And we got no better place to start looking, so.
Yeah.
So it says, my brain wonders what motive she would have to lead us to our death. I mean, we could already be dead. I say, let's use her information and thank her later.
Well, we don't have any other place to start. If we get there and it's empty, we're at least at a hangar.
Right. I mean, we can go on to private hangar 6 from there.
Yes. Let's go to 7.
Okay.
Is there a path that we can take that kind of keeps us in the same kind of path we've already taken?
Well, it's all at the spaceport.
You have to get to the spaceport first, and then you can kind of, once you're in there, you can make your way elsewhere. What is a little disconcerting is that Knickknack, so you can see as you're getting closer, one of the sources of the billowing clouds of smoke is most definitely where you're heading.
Yeah. And since she's got night vision on right now and the others probably don't, she struggles whether or not she wants to tell them that. But, yeah, I guess she will. So she'll be like, hey, guys, there's like a couple of pillars of billowing black smoke around the city, and we're heading right for one of them, probably the bigger one. Looks like the spaceport's taking some damage.
Well, if luck is on our side, they wouldn't have gone after the private hangars. Only the commercial ones are the ones with most activity.
Well, we can always hope. But that also might mean that while it's been quiet here, there could be trouble up ahead.
So Pat's ammo pouch is as prepared as I'm going to be.
All right. Would you guys kindly put your perception bonuses in chat, please? I think I know. Sorry, guys. I'll write this shit down next time.
Yeah, whatever. It happens.
Okay. All right. So maybe it's because of your efforts to try and, keep watch knickknacks as sort of the Overwatch or designated Overwatch person. Or maybe it's because you've got your night vision on. But you guys you're probably about maybe 2 blocks away from, well, you'll be making your way into the spaceport complex. And it's sort of laid out like an airport, kind of. Just it's got, there's more different layers to it, and there's different kinds of materials and different types of, some are just landing pads, some are actual, like the need for runways is kind of not a thing with spaceships, or Starcraft at least, so you can just you have a lot more landing areas or storage areas than you can in an airport. When knickknacks, you can hear the sound of you're passing through very much similar to what we see in the illustration here, and off to your right, a little like now in the last block leading up towards the airport, the spaceport. I'm already calling it an airport, Madison. You can see that there are some figures that seem to be doing a pretty poor job of trying to hide themselves at the, like, kind of in the entrance to one of the shops. They're about half a block ahead of you when you first spot them, and you got more than enough time to try and, take whatever steps you want. It doesn't seem as if they've seen you yet.
Okay.
You actually rolled pretty well. It looks like, from the way that they're setting up, they don't look like they're hiding. They look like they may be catching their breath or something. They're all definitely not swarm as well.
Okay.
Stragglers.
Yeah. Stragglers at 2 o'clock in that broken store with the, what should make some sort of comment about what the location looks like. Mm-hmm. Do we want to veer to the left, try and avoid them, or they look like they're
defensive positions? Let's call out to them.
Okay.
We're supposed to rescue who we can. This may be who we can.
How many of them are there?
Jill, you can see there's about 9 in total.
There's about 9 of them.
Looks like there's at least 2 of them are either a smaller species or they are children.
2 of them are small. Skittermander kids, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Could be some younglings.
Well,
They look like they're catching their breath from something. Maybe they've gotten into some trouble.
you hear like a mental sigh from Zell. He's like, shall I go say hello?
Yeah, he's putting 0 points in his bedside manner.
I have to reflect the 8 charisma properly.
I think we need to check in on them.
Okay.
I know it's dangerous, but that's why we're here.
Pop flares? No, just kidding.
Yeah. The reason Zill's sighing is because he's expecting he's going to get shot again. So,
you guys take up defensive positions. I'll go speak to them.
are we being diplomatic?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me where Knickknacks, Dr. Zill, and Gilanon and the Private, where you guys sort of station yourselves.
Tuck ourselves into alleys either side of the road, maybe?
Sure. Okay.
We don't want to raise suspicion.
Or tuck those two in an alley, and me and Knickknacks can stay out in the open in the back.
Yeah.
With guns not pointed up, like down, just kind of like military style.
Okay.
Ready, but not.
Okay, and then Bone, what are you doing? Like I said, they're about a half block ahead of you right now.
Yeah, well, Bone can approach with like no weapons out, with his nanite power, and so I think I'll just move closer, and as basically as soon as I think they see me, then I'll call out to them.
Okay.
Try not to startle them, essentially.
Okay. So, what do you say?
Greetings.
Okay. It carries there's no other sound in the city at this point apart from some low, rumblings closer to the spaceport. Someone turns and sort of stands up, and they seem to be human, but as they step forward and you're able to get a better look, you can see it's an older human woman who looks like this.
So am I like private Voss or what?
You guys are all
ranks?
probably private at that, yeah.
And what are we, the SP?
The SDF, Susquehanna Defense Force.
Yeah. So I would say private Voss, SDF.
Oh, thank goodness. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm Kilora Gishi. I'm on the city council here in Rios. These others and I were headed for the last transport on the planet when a wing of swarm starships descended on the spaceport and destroyed every vehicle in sight. We were blown back by the explosions, and when we came to, the SDF had left already, and we couldn't contact them to let them know we survived. We've been searching for an undamaged ship since then, but we haven't been able to find anything. We had almost given up. And you can see there's people coming out, and there's 8 other individuals. There are 2 kids, human children, with what looks like to be at least one of their parents. There are 2 Shirin among the numbers as well, and there is one other face you recognize.
Oh.
This was the guy who was, you may recall,
firing the crowd up. Yeah.
He seems a little more sheepish now than what he did before.
I'll kind of yell behind my shoulder, "It's safe, guys. Come out."
Are you sure? I remember that guy being very not nice person to people like me.
Yeah, they've got 2 Sheeran in their group, don't they?
Yeah, there's 2 Shirin.
Oh, I did not see them. I will walk out then.
Okay.
Okay, so then Nick Nax will wave the priest and the kid out, and the kid come with me, and we'll head over to the group.
Okay, so you'll get there, and Kilora says, I thought that all the SDF, or Counselor Gishi, says, I thought that all the SDF had evacuated already. What are you doing? Are you trapped here? Are we trapped here?
5th squad. First people in, last people out.
5th Battalion, Midnight Squad.
Yes. Midnight Squad.
5th Battalion. Got it.
We were on a mission up north, retrieving special persons.
Okay. If you're curious as to where, the hierarchy would work here, City Councilor doesn't have fuck all to do with the military.
No, I know.
Yeah, So she says, kind of nods like, all right, and you can see there's dirt and shit all over her and everyone else as well. These are people, they have the look of someone who lived through a collapsing building kind of thing, right? They look quite rough.
Nick Nax will go into the pack that the kid's wearing, her backpack.
Yep.
She'll grab some food, and she'll toss her canteen, and she'll be like, okay, eat, drink, we're moving out in 5 minutes. All of you stay together. Bone's going to be at the front. I'll be at the back. Zill will be somewhere around the outside. And so will, and she's going to call out the kid who they gave a pistol to.
Okay.
I can't remember his name. Shane? No.
Private Cesaro. Is that who you're thinking of?
Private Sorrow? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cesaro? Cesaro, you're going to be on the left side. I'll be helping you out. Don't worry.
Okay. I can't.
And we're going to keep people safe, and we're going to take them into the starport. We're going to find a ship, and we're going to get off this rock.
You can hear him in your mind, Knickknacks, because he's telepathically communicating with you. He says, "I'm feeling better, ma'am. I'm feeling more myself."
She'll communicate back. Good stuff. We need you right now. This is your time to shine.
I will do. I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
He sort of takes it the position you described. So what do you guys wish to do then?
We need to find a ship and get the hell off this rock.
I don't think our mission's changed, just our group size. I mean, we're definitely a lot more visible now. So
yeah, Dr. Zill says our group dynamics have changed. Must reassess proper pathway to spaceport with less visibility. Should we scout? Send somebody ahead.
We gotta stick together and we gotta move fast.
One of the things that we should maybe check, guys, is to see if any of you guys know where the private hangars may be. Like some of the other stuff would be more easily, it would be on those maps that you already downloaded, but locating where a specific private hangar would be is a little different than the public spaceport where you're built, everyone's boarding larger, vessels. Why doesn't everyone give us I think it'll be culture, but if you can think of something else, one of your skills that would apply instead, I'm happy to hear a pitch for that.
Zill remembers that Bone got access to the stream, or what do they call it, the internet here?
Infosphere?
Briefly, the infosphere?
Yep.
Somebody might be able to get there and broadcast and pull up information.
It was sort of sporadic that was going. You could try. It would be a computer's check. It'd be fairly difficult, but you could. I mean, Knickknacks is a computer genius.
Yeah,
it's
mostly for Knickknacks' benefit. I like culture, and I rolled a 1. Come on.
It might be, and it might have been in a section where we were. Like, you're going by the mall, and like the Radio Shack still has Wi-Fi kind of thing.
Yeah. Maybe what you guys do is like you find let's say there's like they call them plus 15s here, but like an elevated, those elevated walkways that you have between buildings in order to, passing one building. Maybe find one of those that's got a little bit of a vantage on it. And what I'm picturing is that like Knickknacks and Dr. Joel are like, oh, I think I know where it is. And you're looking and there's smoldering craters where both of those were. So there's a bit of like, oh.
Nobody objects. I'd like to use an astonishing fortune.
Sure.
Because that blows. There we go.
Dr. Jill apparently is one who plans ahead, so he has a clear idea of which, fortunately, in the event that things turned south, he downloaded a detailed schematic of all that. So you can see Dr. Jill's like, oh, don't worry, I know where it is.
He just slaps this thing a couple times, like, there we go.
And as you're pointing out, it does not appear, this is in an undamaged part of the spaceport.
He kind of looks up to the heavens, he's like, Hylax, thank you.
Nice. So then, what do you guys wish to do? How do you
move forward?
Zill brings up a map just up here and kind of like traces his finger along a route he thinks we should take.
Okay.
There.
So let's do this then, guys. Why don't... I'm assuming you're trying to be stealthy here?
Can we get
as stealthy as we can.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was going to say, Bone, can you help keep the group stealthy? Like,
I don't know that there's any kind of like expert leader or anything in this game. Well, something we were doing early on was we were using a lot of hand signals as a group.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Bone just teaches the group of civilians like 3 hand signals just to, like stop and crouch and, run or something, like just, come to me or something. I don't know. Just 3 simple ones just so that we can kind of move together as a group better.
I think in the instance of run, where we're seen and noise doesn't matter, just kind of like a stealth gesture, just like, hold up, come along, or just, take cover.
Okay. So what I'll do, guys, is I'm going to adjust the target number based on that, because that's a really good plan and a good way of keeping the visibility down, keep your groups spread out, so it's a little harder to see everyone clustered together and to not make noise or make use of your comms. So why don't we do this? Let's have our heroes give us stealth checks, please.
Is that a skill?
It is a skill, yes. One that I have no ranks in. Hylax, take the
Nice.
wheel.
23 Bone. Holy hell. Okay. So you guys make the best effort you can with it, with a group of 10 additional, 11 additional hang-alongs.
I see what Zill's role. He's mostly trying to keep them corralled and whatnot, and he's not doing the best stealth.
Ready, really?
Yeah, the parents and the kids, and these are some of them are injured as well. So I think that you're doing the very best that you could be expected given the circumstances. Now, because of your amazing culture roll from before too, let me tell you a little bit about the private hangar too. So the spaceport is actually called Sator Regional Spaceport, and it offers private underground hangars for wealthy companies and individuals. Each hangar is a secure space where the Starship owner can keep, repair, and refuel the vehicle, including cargo storage facilities or secluded meeting rooms should the owner wish to use them in that fashion. So, does that give you any insight into who this person may be if they knew to direct you to this hangar, Bone? This is not something that people would know to know whether there is an available starship in the hangar, and also to know specifically which one to go to. That's not something you could guess.
Right. So she knew exactly where this plane was, or this ship.
That's intimate knowledge.
Yeah.
Bone, I'll let you make one more culture check based on that new information.
Zill has an assumption. He would like to test it out.
Still can't.
It's like confused Bone. I like it.
You do have one more point of astonishing fortune.
It's like I thought I was on the right track, but now that you say this, it's like, no, she's definitely not the DJ.
Yeah.
Zill will say, maybe it's her starship and she couldn't get back to claim it, so she wants us to get it off planet. Is that possible? Nobody wants to lose a starship, do they?
Could be. She said she was on her starship. She has two?
Well, she tried to steal our stuff and lied, so I think she stole the other one out of convenience and we're getting hers back or something.
Strange. Huh. Maybe she is the owner's daughter?
Just a hypothesis.
Okay.
She sees they'll go.
Did she own the team? No.
My bid was trying to give you like a reason to use the last point if you wanted to.
That's some good use of.
I mean, I could. There's almost no time left. Sure, let's do it. He rolls again.
Yes.
He
Reward
rethinks.
us, dice gods. Yes.
Now that Dr. Zill has mentioned it, you remember. Her name is Anasia Render. And Anasia Render is the daughter and the very privileged daughter of a Brinoa-based crime family. She's effectively like a Brinoa mafioso's
Princess.
daughter.
Right.
And
Right? Not the owner's daughter.
No.
Mob guy.
And you're thinking it now, and like she's one of those ones that like kind of lurks around, and some people are like, you gotta not be an asshole to her. You can be an asshole to a lot of other people. You cannot be an asshole to her. Yeah.
This is probably her family's ship.
You share that with us?
Yeah.
So how would you phrase it, you think?
I think the way that he would tell it is sort of, these aren't kind of, if this ship belongs to who I think it belongs to, we need to make sure that nobody's snooping around, nobody's touching anything, and just catching a ride.
Zil like makes a couple notes, goes with an acceptable range of deviation from hypothesis. And then,
Do we know how big this ship might be? There's more than a few of us now.
We start fitting as many as we can. We'll cram them in the luggage compartment if we have to.
and I may be able to synthesize a sleeping agent to reduce oxygen use if it becomes necessary. Sedative.
Counselor Gishi says, did he just suggest to euthanize?
No, sedative, not euthanize. There's been enough death down here.
So
We need to bring it with us.
you guys make your way through unless there's anything else you want to do before you get to the spaceport, you make your way through the spaceport, and it is a mixture of still standing structures and utter devastation. Whatever you think of when you see some of the ruins of some of the vessels, what you can think of, Nick Nash, because if you're the one with the engineering expertise, is though the acid bomb that one was trying to hit the convoy with.
Right.
There are some in here that are just slagged.
She'll point that out. She'll be like, remember the acid swarm that the convoy?
The one
marked on the side of those buildings?
the one that nearly evaporated Brisbane? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are also more conventional signs of damage of explosions and, laser or other energy weaponry. But the thing that seems to keep coming back is that the acid bombs. You are able to make your way to the spaceports, and the private spaceports are a little closer to what you'd expect from a traditional kind of like an airport, because there's larger open areas where these like ferrocrete doors are sealed onto the entrances, and there are a series of little kind of ferrocrete bunkers that have stairs that lead down into the private entrances and places for where vehicles can be parked. You guys make your way over towards it, and there is a single stairwell leading down, and there's a very nondescript 7 that is above, marked on the entrance down into the stairwell. Does not seem to be anyone else in the sky. There's still smoke billowing out from the other parts of the spaceport, and the stairwell seems to go down about 100 feet. The stairs are about 5 feet wide as well. It's not really a terribly large. What do you guys want to do? You don't need to make a roll, but you can see, knickknacks, there is a steel door at the bottom, and there is a little dome that would be a camera.
Looks like Bone was personally invited by Anesia. Maybe he should go down first.
Yeah. Maybe someone who can work computers should come with me just in case we need it. Either of you two?
I can. Knick-knack is better.
Okay.
Nick? Me and you? Everyone, wait here.
Okay. down the metal stairs to the very bottom. I can't remember. Does Bone have dark vision? I can't remember if. I don't remember if
I actually
Vexes?
don't think
Vests
so.
do.
Aren't Vexes like space orcs but lizards?
Because I have like a lantern.
You have low light vision, not dark vision.
I have a nanite lantern.
Okay. So if you want to turn the light on, because there's no lights on as you get down, you can see that there is a like a comm pad or like a touchpad on the side that would control security access to this. And you don't need to make a roll, Knickknacks, to see that it looks like there is no power to either the comm pad. Why don't you give us a... Actually, you don't need to make an engineering roll. What you can tell is that without power to the comm pad and without entering the correct code into the comm pad, you're not going to be able to open the door. At least not the way it's designed to be open.
Yeah, the mechanicals aren't going to work without power, and we need the right code to get in. I might be able to crack the code, but we still...
Well, we'll have to open the hangar doors, right?
What you know
Yeah.
is that these things are often, they have their own power sources as well in the event of failure. So it may be that the power source inside just didn't trip.
So if we could get in, maybe we can take off.
So here's some options that are obvious to you, Knickknacks.
There's got to be some venting or something to get in there, though.
There is, you could use engineering to just brute force and try and break the lock, like disable the lock. You could use a battery if you've got one to hook that up to the keypad and then try and hack the electronic lock using computers. Or you could just try and smash through the door.
Got some spare batteries.
I think we just jig our way in. Let's do some engineering.
Yeah. I think it's your time to shine, friend.
All right.
I'll hold the light steady.
Okay, so
I think I'd also wave people down. Like, no point being 100 feet away at this point.
Okay.
It's safe down here.
There's
It's
enough
just-
that everyone could be sort of strung out,
Yeah,
down the thing.
exactly.
Where do you want Dr. Gilles to be? Up front
Well,
or at the back? What do you think, Doctor?
From past experiences, he wants to be in the center away from the danger, but he is a soldier. He's going to take up the back.
In fairness, the private is more of a soldier than you are. he has a
I
plus.
killed a
He has a +8 to hit. So if you want to join everyone else, you can have him hold up the rear.
He is feeling better.
And I don't
tell
mean that
them-
as like a piece of, like, genuinely your character is a medicine, like a doctor, right?
Yeah, it's
So-
just he's starting to flinch from being in the back because those are the first guys that get attacked, and he's starting to get used to it. But he is honorable. But
Actually, I think maybe he would send you to the front to hold the light for Nick, and I'll go to the back to guard the rear.
Okay.
okay, yeah, no, that works. It's just Dr. Zill's got this doctor-patient mentality still with that guy because he's not fully treated yet, so he's like, don't know to trust him in the back. But
So where do you want to place him then? Where's the private?
if Bone's going back there with him, that's fine. I'll go up front with Knick-Knack.
Okay.
Knickknack's actually, she's going to go over to Zill. She's like, hey, this laser rifle you took,
Yes.
it's only got like 6 shots left in it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, gives you a fresh battery pack.
Okay.
She's like, pop this in here. Now it's got 20. And she takes the 6. She's like, I'm not going to need 20 to juice this door. And then
Gotcha.
she'll go to the door, just connect it,
Okay.
get the power running, and then connect her computer interface.
Bone and Dr. Gilles, would you each give us a culture check, please?
Really good at that. Unless I roll a 2.
Okay.
What about if you roll a 1?
We both rolled 2s.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the battery out. You're going to try and hack this thing?
Yeah, I'm going to do computers on it.
So why don't you give us a computers check then, please?
Is this something nope, never mind, don't need to.
Wow. About time, roll 20.
All right, fucking amazing. All right, so you get things. Tell us what it looks like as you sort of pop this thing open, get it jury rigged.
Yeah, you see this weapon battery pack kind of hanging from some wires, and Knickknacks has got her interface, which has kind of got a whole bunch of wires and stuff pulling down through it into her. She's tapping away on this pad, and she's sweep, no, pad, and then here we go, and then all of a sudden, and it turns like a little green flash, a little green triangle, and then all of a sudden the door starts to slide open.
So the door begins to slide open, and almost immediately, Dr. Jill, Knickknacks, and Bone, would you kindly each give us a fortitude save, please?
Trapped, naturally.
Nicely done, Dr. Jill.
I think Zill just expected it, and he just stepped into it braced, because he can't get a break.
Oh, Bone. Okay. What happens? There is an unbelievably loud siren that immediately starts going off. Wah, 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 wah. And let's see here. Knickknacks and Dr. Jill, you only take half of this damage. Bone, you take full. Bone, you take 9 points of damage. You guys take 4. And Bone, you are deafened until I tell you otherwise. You hear this this screeching sound, and then you suddenly hear just ringing in your ear. The door is now open. There's still darkness in there, but this alarm is going off. And you can just imagine it's echoing everywhere that you could go in this fucking spaceport.
Is there any way to disable the alarm?
That is an excellent question. The answer to which we'll find in 1 week's time. So, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for yet another session of our ongoing Attack of the Swarm Starfinder campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. I plan to get caught up on all my... I started last night, but I'm going to continue getting caught up this weekend. In addition, down below, you can find a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active, and you can find channels there dedicated to this game, every other game we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other great channels with a bunch of great people. Terrific community has built up over there with some great people who are very, very helpful and friendly. So you're more than welcome to join us over there. I'm being a little self-serving. I'm talking about the people who aren't just the players or the people who run games. In addition, if you're looking in the description of the video too, you can find a link to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Terrific game store that I've relied on quite a bit as a customer for a very long time. They have very generously offered us a discount code that we can share with everybody. So if you purchase anything above $10 from their website, so any $10 purchase over their website, you can enter the promo code Dungeon Muser when you're checking out, and you will save 10% on your purchase. That stacks with any other specials they've got, like sales or whatever else. So it is a discount you can use at your whenever you like. I've relied quite a bit on Noble Knight to fill up my second edition D&D or AD&D collection and my third edition AD&D collection. So they're a really, really great store, terrific customer service, and a really great selection of, in particular, out of print stuff. In addition, we will very soon have a link to share for our Heroes Save Villages campaign, the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. So if you have donated and you have not participated in our most recent charity raffle, well, don't you worry. We will be having our charity raffle again very soon. There'll be some terrific prizes available for some of the donors, including a chainmail dice bag made by our resident armor smith here, Dave. Ooh, very nice, very nice. In addition, we will be back, let's see here, next Friday You can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can find me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. Although the best way to find me is usually on the Dungeon Musings Discord server. I'm on there all the time. Last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart Starfinders. So, Jeffrey, Dave, John, thank you so much for playing tonight, guys. This was a great session. Felt good to be back on Suskalon again today. I hope you guys don't die next week. So we'll be back next Friday with back on Suskalon and the stalwart members of Midnight Squad. Until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and the many, many troubles of our world right now, and gave you a few hours to think about the troubles our heroes trying to escape doomed Suskalon are getting up to. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
See ya.